I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
That's up. I got 3 words. I got 3 words for you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word. I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yeah.
First word. All right. The second word, we're gonna go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're gonna go with is rapture.
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 Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and like bring his people, so like I guess like grab or gather up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yo, come on, yeah, come on, yeah, come on, yeah, come on, hey. When they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying, like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now, listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well and I grip the red trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it hot as Satan. No contemplating, no deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes, it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming screaming while you lagging behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist. I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh my God.
Yo, gadgies, and by looks of it, gadgiette. Good to see you, gadgies and gadgiette. Let's say hello. Yo, babe, good to see you. Vicky Queen B, back in the hoots. Jimenez and Baza and Paul Gregor, good to see you guys. See if any more come. There's 6 of you at the minute. I'm uploading live to my backup as well, just in case those new subs came in, like, because I've got like 45 subs in the last week on that channel. Sorry, not 45, 30 odd subs in the later 30s on that channel. So yeah, my shorts seem to be doing well on that channel, but you know, anything else, no. But it just shows you that how censored my main channel is, when my main channel has got 700 odd, which I had 731 subs last week. Now I'm down to 721. So I've lost 10, which I dare say is trolls that have already subbed to me and have heard me talking about my subs. So they're all kind of unsubbing one at a time, just for my subs to go down. So they can hear me mention it. But anyway, it just shows how censored as well from YouTube that channel is, this channel, compared to my backup, because I got like 3 shorts. Well, I've put 6 shorts in my backup channel. I hadn't uploaded to it in a year, and it got 2,000 odd views in one of them, 1,000 odd views in the other short. But when I went to the same shorts on my main channel, 11 views and 6 views, and it was uploaded to my main channel first, you know. So it just shows how censored this channel is, when I'm getting thousands of views on my backup channel, but for the same video on my main channel with more subs, I get a hell of a lot less. It's weird. But so I'm streaming to my backup channel today, just in case any of those new subs came in, but they haven't so far. I dare say it's just people who like shorts, you know, one of them. But good to see you guys. Jimenez has got some observations, a little strange ones this time. They're not so much of the sky. I'll show you. Jimenez Maggot Cat. Something like that. I haven't watched it yet, but I just seen it. I was like, Jim, what's this? Let's have a look anyway. Right, what's Jim showing us this time? Right, okay. Oh no, we're going up top. Oh no, I don't need to. I haven't got vertical today, so I can stay down the bottom. Cool. Right there. So what we got, Jim? A15-P Maggot's cat. And then we've got Maggot. Oh, the cat's called Maggot. Right. I thought it was going to be a dead cat with maggots in it. So let's have a look at his two videos, these two videos anyway. And then we've got the 7-minute one there. But let's have a look at these first.
No more belly rubs? Maggot want more belly rubs? Come on. All over. Come on. Come on.
Nice. Oh, lovely. Hey, Kunal, good to see you, bro. Tonight's boxing night, by the way, and we'll be playing that Screwed video tonight. That Screwed movie tonight after the boxing. 2 bouts tonight. It's got to be Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. You know, where Tyson Fury gets beaten. I haven't watched those bouts yet, and they only happened last year. So yeah, we've got both fights of Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk tonight, and then the movie Screwed. Cool. I haven't set it up yet, but as soon as the stream's done, I'll set it up and get it all sorted, ready for tonight. But yeah. Nice. And one with it chucking. Like, woo. Nice, Jim. I did put a like in that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And then we haven't done this one. Jupiter and Gemini. It's not a blue one. I noticed that. Thanks, Canal, and somebody else has subbed as well because it went from 163 to 165. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like that channel, when I opened that channel, because early last year, the year before, YouTube banned my channel. It got taken down without any copyrights, without any guideline strikes. It got taken down. So it must have been mass reported by trolls or something. But when I appealed it 5 days later, not expecting to get my channel back. But I got it back within 20 minutes. It come back, so it was a big old, probably mass reporting. But so when I did get it taken away, I made that channel up, and it got up to like 140 subs. But then it gradually came down to like 135, and then when we checked it the other week, it came down to 125. Then I uploaded 3 shorts to it, 3 shorts, and it ended up with getting like 30 odd more subs for them shorts. And for the same shorts I did on my backup channel, I did on my normal channel, and my normal channel got like 6 to 11 views on it, where my backup channel got 2.4 thousand views on it. You know, one of them, eh? And I think it's like my backup channel hasn't had anything flat earth on it yet. So it's probably because of that, you know, that hasn't been censored yet, you know. But, thanks to the guys who just subbed to it. Bless you guys. Thanks, Canal, and thanks whoever else it was. Bless you, man. Grab a coffee. Ding, ding. Wakey. Bollocks. I think Jim was trying to type bollocks then, but came out pollocks. Joking, obviously. So tonight, nice one, Jim. So topic, I mean, I know the film obviously is screwed, and we've got 2 boxing bouts, Tyson Fury v Usyk. But topic-wise, I don't know whether I want to do like a sort of flat earth we won tonight. I don't know whether to go with Jay Tollin's curvature of the earth from space. I don't know whether to go with that one or the TFE debunk that people put up, like Justin Johnson put up, Banjo put up. I don't like watching it from Banjo's. I got it from Banjo's side, so I've saved it, but I don't like Banjo after that carry on, so I would download it just to not give him a view. But obviously I'd still give him a view for it, obviously. But, you know, after what he said, I kind of grudge it a little bit. So I don't know whether to do the space curvature or the TFE debunk by QIQO-PIP. I don't know why he's called that, but it's QIQO-PIP is the channel name or whatever. But it's on thing he's got it. So if you've got any preferences, guys, let me know either the TFE. Right, I know. 1 in chat for TFE debunk and 2 for the J. Tolan space curvature of the earth from space debunk. So TFE debunk or curvature debunk, which one? 1 for TFE debunk and 2 for J. Tolan. Just so I know what to do. Right. Oh no, don't get rid of that. Go back. Yours. So yeah. Up to you guys. Let me know. Let me know. So somebody put a 0. A 0, no doubt. 1 to show again tonight. It's meant to snow again tonight. So 2 was the curvature. Yeah, I was thinking more along J. Tolan. I'll do the Yeah, TFE's been destroyed enough. Yeah, good idea. All right, curvature it is. Curvature it is. Curvature it is. Let me just go check how long the video is to make sure we're okay for it. Yeah, I think curvature one should be the best one. He does talk. Obviously, it's very technical, so I might not be able to say loads through it, but you know, it's understandable. So yeah, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the old experiment? Okay, where has it gone? Where the heck is it gone? I blimmin' saved that. Where did it go? Right, I'll just have to get J2 or not. Ah. Right. There we go. I thought I'd already saved it. Photogrammetry. So photogrammetry. It's weird how it comes out. But anyway, what is the true surface curvature? That's what it's called. So save to watch later. It's weird though, because the video is 33 minutes and 33 seconds long. I think YouTube do that intentionally. So that should be saved in my watch later now, surely. Just to make sure. Save to watch later. Thank you. See list. Yes, I want to see list. Right, yeah, it's there now. I don't know why. I thought I'd already saved that. Anyway, yeah, we'll do curvature then. We'll do curvature tonight. We'll do that. Yeah, why not? Why not? I was thinking more of that myself. I will do the GTFE one, but yeah, it's been debunked to the high heavens. So J Tolan, yeah, J Tolan, it's good. And the video is about 50 minutes long. So we'll be good for that because I'll be starting earlier tonight because flats ain't on. It's oh no, it's not 50 minutes. Sorry, I just said it a minute ago. It's 33 minutes long. All good, all good. So yeah, we're cool. We're cool. We'll do that one then. We'll do the J Tolan curvature thing. Nice. Nice. Right. Back on my screen. Everybody still there? Anybody new in? Great minds think alike. Jim, did you go out and come back in? Sometimes that works. What are you talking about? I'm still buffering by buffering. Right. Right, yeah. Sometimes it's if you're on your phone, sometimes it's just a pain in the butt. Right. Jim's link for everybody watching the replay. Oh, Jim. You've come down a couple of subs. See, they're doing it to you now as well. They're doing it to you now as well. You've come down 3 subs since the last I seen. 2 or 3. See what I mean? I've never seen Jim come down in subs. That's the first time I've ever seen it. So it just goes to show you, eventually they get us all. Eventually they get us all. Right. Jim's link for MD watching the chat replay or MD in chat that's not sub now, go sub. But I think everybody in here subbed. So chat replay, Jim Ennis's link for that observations just seen. And again, we've got the flat earth flag on the moon. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's do the second part. I think we were 40 minutes in, weren't we? So we'll start at 39 minutes. How many have we got in? 9. All right, cool, cool. Bless you guys. Thanks for coming. Let's do it. Links there if anybody wants to come in. Secret. There we go.
All the religious groups who claim to be.
We were 40 minutes in, so we're going to take it from 39. There we go. Let's take it from.
That there's oaths that you take for the wedding. When does that happen, and what is it?
They do the oaths in the Garden of Eden room before. They used to be quite severe.
Imagine having a room called the Garden of Eden room. I remember when I was in rehab in Bethel, not the first rehab I was in, not the first Christian rehab I was in. the second one called Bethel, which is Spanish for Betel, which means obviously house of God, or God lives here, whatever. You know, but all the doors' names. Sorry, this was my first rehab. I'm thinking it's the second one. So the first rehab I was in, it was the second stage of it where I went to another building in another country, because it was from London to Wales, so from England to Wales. And each door, instead of numbers, they had the name, something biblical named, like Betel, you know, or you know, Emmanuel's room, things like that, you know, which is a bit weird, but you know. Anyway,
I'm back.
it just
then.
kind of reminds me of that, because it's kind of a cult mentality. Everybody take your identity away from you, and everybody's this identity. Cool, we've got to believe what it says in the Bible as Christians, absolutely, but you don't have to mimic the blooming names and absolutely everything. You know, then it becomes more like idolatry. Like a lot of people worship the Bible rather than worshiping Jesus in it. You know,
And they would I don't know how they've changed it now. Like for my grandma, she made a blood oath, which doesn't mean they spilled blood. It just meant that she would cut out her tongue or cut her bowels out or whatever before she would.
last time, there's no way that anybody, if they took that oath, which you should not take any oaths, because it says in James 5:12, do not swear on anything that is in heaven or on earth, but let your yes be yes and your no be no. Because by swearing, you can't change a single thing. You know, you can't change the hair on your head, like it says, stuff like that. You know, you can't do anything by swearing. So they're taking these oaths, but if they go against these oaths, do you really think they're going to cut out their bowels and cut out their tongue? No, of course they ain't. Bullcrap. That's why there's no point in taking oaths, because they ain't going to do it. And it's against scripture.
Do what I'm doing right now and spill the secrets. Okay. For me, they had gotten rid of the neck slitting thing. And that was what scared me so bad when I was a kid. My uncle said this to me and I was like, you're crazy. Like my grandma would never do that. And I was like, you didn't do that, right, grandma? Nope, I didn't do that. So she just lied. And I mean, I asked her about it later. They got rid of that, but they still made you swear oaths, and they're very serious. And the Masons swear the same type of oaths. So
there you go.
Yeah.
The Masons swear the same type of oaths, and they have the same type of rituals. Maybe not exactly the same, but it's the same kind of standard. You know, it's the same kind of zeitgeist within that kind of thing. Spirit of their times within that. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's just that you won't do
It's nuts. It's actually evil. It's from Satan himself.
what I'm doing. You won't tell. You'll never tell. So they used to blood atone people for real sometimes. Like there's no proof that Brigham had this happen, but there is proof that he organized it and then people went and did this to people. So yeah.
So how?
Oh, well, Duffy, yeah, absolutely the most honest guy around. I mean, he's so honest that he says it's okay to lie. What? Isn't that mental?
Were you coming out of this? You said you had like temple classes, temple preparedness classes, and you're like, it does not prepare you at all for the temple. Coming out of this strange ceremony where you're listening to Lucifer and you have these things, you make an oath. What was your reaction after that? Did it kind of change your view a little bit on Mormonism, since the temple is so instrumental in the faith, and now you actually knew what it was about?
It was nothing what I thought. And I was completely freaked out. I was very disillusioned. You know, they say that these things back in the day, when they would do these in the mystery religions, okay, they would do them and put them in a different frame of mind before they would go through this stuff with usually drugs. Well, the Mormons don't do that. So they do this by leaving you completely unprepared. And I know for a fact from all the things I've read, all the emails I get, everything, I'm not the only one that's been completely.
Babe, are you still listening in chat? Are you still in chat, babe? Just say yes or no.
Freaked out. And that is what they use to change the frame of mind. when you're in there. I don't think it's an accident that they don't prepare you for this. I think that that's the point, because it's going to embed in your memory differently if it's trauma-based mind stuff. And that's exactly what it was for me. Now, for me, I will fully admit, with my abuse history, I think that had a big piece of why I extra didn't do good in there. Nobody prepares people for that. Nobody thinks about that when they're going through this stuff, that, oh, maybe this person's psychologically.
You, babe, I was talking about you. Our flat says close that. Close the GFM. You can close the GFM.
Isn't going to be okay. Like, no, I wasn't okay. But also, I knew enough to know one thing. I needed to compartmentalize that and go to my party. And that was what I did. And I compartmentalized that for a long time. I tried to talk to my grandma about it. She didn't want to hear that. She loves the temple and it's beautiful and you just don't understand. And, you know, I didn't understand. She was absolutely correct. I had no idea.
People worshiping temples, buildings. The temple's beautiful. They think it's the temple, you know. They think they have to go to this building to be able to connect with the Lord. No, that means you restrict God. You can only talk to God if you're in a building of some sort that's been consecrated, made holy. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. You can talk to God everywhere. Do you think Jesus needed a church building to go and do his ministry? No, he walked everywhere, went to people's houses, did it out in the fields, on the Mount of Olives, you know. So did the disciples after he went.
What this had to do with going to heaven. I had so many questions. But everybody always just tells you, like, it'll work itself out in heaven. Like, this is what we need to do. These are the ordinances.
It'll work itself out in heaven. No, in order to get to heaven, you have to live by the way Christ wants you to live down here and believe in him in order to get to heaven through Christ. It doesn't get sorted out in heaven. You have to sort yourself out to get to heaven. You know what I mean? And by that, I don't mean works. You know, be transformed by the renewal of your mind.
Placed by Joseph Smith, which is true. And he was a master mason. And he
there
put
you
these in.
Go. So that's where the rituals came from. Joseph Smith was a master mason. There you go. Simple as that. You know, he put the Masonic agenda, mixed it into the Christianity thing, and became LDS, the Mormons. No wonder the rituals are similar. No wonder the oaths are similar. Because it stems from the same place.
To effect 4 weeks after he went through the Masonic temple ceremony. So, I mean, they can say it's not like the Masons, but it is. And so it is what it is there. I didn't even know what a Mason was, to be honest. That would have never crossed my mind at that point. But I was confused. And I felt very lied to. I felt like this was supposed to be beautiful, and it wasn't beautiful. And it was weird,
Nope.
And I didn't like it.
Very weird. It sounds very weird. And it is very weird. You know, I remember when I first started hearing tongues and all that, I should have stuck to my instincts. It seemed weird and demonic to me. But then it became normal, you know. This is how it's meant to be. Yeah, it does seem weird to start off with. But, you know, the more familiar you are with it, the less weird it becomes to you, you know. And that's just becoming with being complacent with it and familiar with it, you know.
And I was scared. And I continued to be scared. And I still did it again and again for quite some time.
How long did it take for you to, because you can tell that some cracks, there already were some cracks as a child, especially with the racism stuff. You're like, I don't understand why these friends are different than me. But it seems like the temple introduced some bigger cracks. When did it start to like get big to the point that you started to question whether Mormonism was true or not?
So for people to understand this, I think we have to understand that I went through in 19.
Okay, babe, I'll let him know. All right. Cheers, babe.
96. So the internet was not like it is now at all. And I didn't know so many things, right? And I never would have looked, because that's anti-Mormon propaganda and you don't do that. So you do what you're told, even with the cracks there for a very long time. I was 20 when I went through. I did not get out of Mormonism, and
Get rid of this QR code now in my this one. Get rid of this one now because that is now defunct. Defunct. Let me get rid of it then. Oh, there we go. Bend. So who's the other? Oh, the other one's my PayPal. I never put it up. I never put that up. There's no point. Yeah, I mean, it's in my thing anyway. So I'll just leave the spaces for other people. So if anybody ever needs anything shared through QR code, let me know and I'll stick it in there. Right, let's continue.
until I was 37. So, or 34.
We jumped from 10 viewers to 5. Great.
I think it was 34. Sorry. 37 is when I got sick. Anyway, so I did pull away a little bit, but I still was mostly in for a long time. And then me and my husband were having all kinds of problems because he apparently thought we were polygamists and I didn't. And I say that jokingly, but like really, he was dating.
If you married more than 2 people, then you are a polygamist. 2 is bigamy. 1, normal. 2, bigamy. 3 and more, polygamy.
A girl that I didn't know he was dating, and she really was a polygamist. And I think somewhere in his mind, he thought this was going to work out for him or something, but definitely not for me. Mainstream Mormonism does not put the stamp of okay on this. I don't know what he was doing in his mind, but he was on drugs. So I had my family and I'm telling them, like, we have to like break up. Like, this is not good. And he won't leave her alone. It's not like it happened once and they kept saying, no, you have to go back. You're married for time and all eternity. Like, this is your husband forever. You need to go back and make this work. And I'm like, well, okay. So I did. And we were kind of
forever. I mean, because once you die, you're married and you're within Christ. You're married to Christ then in heaven. I mean, there's no need for us to have sexual relationships that in heaven. Yes, I believe we'll know our people and we'll be in relationships as in a heavenly relationship, but not a sexual marriage relationship because you are then married to Christ, And that doesn't mean in a gay way, like people bloody go and you say married to Christ and people go, oh, the gay is a guy. Talking about spiritually,
separated, living together. Basically, I'm going to school at this time and trying to get my nursing career because I could clearly see he was not very stable and I needed to raise these kids. Now at this point I've got 2, but he had 1 before we got married and we also got custody of her. And so we have 3 girls at this point. And I am just working myself to death. I'm working full time. I'm going to school full time. I'm just trying to do anything I can to keep my bills paid and keep people fed because he is just all over the place. And by, the time my daughter, she was maybe only 2, I'd really had it by then. I just couldn't keep doing it. And so I ended up divorced. I actually didn't get divorced for 2.5 more years because he ran off on some drug thing and I couldn't find him. It was to the point where I was going to have to run a newspaper ad to get a finalization. But you have to remember this, in the church's eyes, I am not divorced from him to this day.
No, that's it.
I am not.
I gotta say, even if you got what would it be, a secular divorce, because you can't get divorced within the religion or cult, So secular divorce, so out in the world divorce, and it took 2.5 years. So, but yeah, according to them, even though you're divorced in the world, in Mormonism, you're always married to that person, even if they've been adulterous, I suppose. How you doing, Flats?
Hey, evening. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, bro.
Thought I'll pop in for a bit quickly.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. This is the second part of this lady's testimony. She's talking about when she was in the LDS, talking about the rituals and oaths and that they had to take. She's obviously out of it now. And see how close to, Joseph Smith was a Freemason, which I didn't know that until now. So she was explaining the rituals and the oaths, and I was like, well, I said it the other day too. That's a bit like Freemasonry, and she said it herself. Well, Joseph Smith was a Freemason, so it's Joseph Smith that's put these rituals and oaths together just to be like Freemasonry. You know what I mean? So it's another cult, obviously.
And so you can't get a temple divorce unless you're going to have another man take his place. And I didn't have that.
Unless you got a standing, you know. It's okay to get a divorce if you got a standing husband, but you know, if you haven't, you're doomed. You're married forever. You know? Polygamy, and I mean, bigamy is bad enough, but polygamy, come on. Oh, out in it.
I was just this woman trying to figure out how to raise these kids, and he
Did you know Scott Blacks? If you want to say something, shout stop.
Took off and whatever. So
Sorry, you've got to say something. You've got to say something.
No, sorry. When I went into the chat, I couldn't get out of it.
Oh, right. Oh, you're on your phone, ain't you? You're on your phone.
Yeah.
It's a pain on the phone, isn't it?
I ended up meeting somebody different, and this is when I'm closer to 30. And
I mean, I can make the chat bigger on the overlay if you want it. If you want the font to be.
No. I just wanted to say hi, everyone in chat.
Oh, okay.
And then it wouldn't let me go out.
Oh, I see. I was going to say, if you need to read it, I can always put the font bigger like that, you know, sort of thing. I prefer it small, but you know, some people prefer it. Again, guys, if you ever need the font on the screen any bigger or smaller, let me know. I'll keep it small for now.
I think it's perfect as is.
Yeah, I like it. I like it small. I mean, but you can have it. You can even have your chat like that, regular across the screen. You have it wide, right to nearly the middle of the screen, or you can have it tall, like that. I prefer it tall. I used to like it regular like that, but tall's better because you don't obscure as many things when there's people talking on the right hand side. So
Yeah, and it looks nice and clean.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. Oh, have you seen that? If you haven't seen the background, have you? I'll show you. It was a back. I did it the other day. Hold on. There we go.
Brilliant.
There you go. They have started putting a flat earth flag on the moon with the flat earth in the background. It's because we did that. We was doing the documentary the other day on the Rumble side, and it was NASA. It was NASA, and it was about the missions. We just did it for a laugh, you know.
That's brilliant. I like it.
I like it.
he grew up around Mormonism. He was from Idaho, so it's a little less there, honestly, even though it's like one state apart. It's different. It still rules the world, but for him, his parents weren't Mormon. He did go to Boy Scouts. His best friend was Mormon. He was still immersed in the whole thing, but he never did that. And so we decided, maybe
they kind of adhered to some things. But like she said, our man there she's talking about was a drug addict, disappeared and all that. But it was fine for the church to turn around and say, you have to stay married to this dude. Even if you divorce him in the world, you're still married to him forever and ever and ever, eternally. I don't think you need marriage.
Yeah, that's real occultism, that.
Right, properly. And it's the same as any other. They take your identity when you get married and all that and take these oaths. They give you different names. Now, I know God gave people different names. That was for a reason. So did Jesus. But willy-nilly, that's God and Jesus. But willy-nilly changing your names and all that, yeah. That's like, and they tell you to stop your family, talk to your family if they are not Mormon and stuff like that. So it's segregating you from your family. It's taking your identity, and stuff like that. It's common cult behavior, typical cult behavior.
we would go through and go back together. So we start the temple prep classes and all the things. And he, knew that obviously he knew I was a Mormon, like I wore garments still and the whole deal. So like he knew that was important to me. And I knew he wasn't 100%, but I felt like he was getting there. And then the day came where, like I said, if your babies are born under the covenant, which means you're married in the temple and you have a baby, that baby's automatically sealed, even though I was 9 months.
Sealed, as in it belongs to the temple.
Wow.
Sick, man.
So they take ownership over the babies. spirituality already.
Yes, and all of them. It's crazy, isn't it? Nuts that you now belong to the temple again. Where does it say in scripture that this, because they make this temple, this building, to be the holy? It's like they're idolizing the building rather than, and in their stupid scriptures, rather than the Christ in the scriptures. It's idolizing the building, idolizing their books, rather than Christ that's in them. You know, when it comes to them, Christ is secondary to Joseph Smith. Comes secondary. You know, they always talk about Joseph Smith.
Insane.
Yeah.
It's pregnant. That baby was automatically sealed. We didn't have to do anything. Like my stepdaughter, if we wanted her sealed to us, which we
sealed. So the oaths that they'd already taken beforehand sealed that baby. You know what I mean? Baby had no choice in it. No choice.
tried to do, you would have to.
Sorry, let's go.
No, I was saying, but that's how they are born into cults, though. That's why the cults are usually so successful, because they grow the people in the generations to grow there, and that's all they know, because they can't get out of it because they know nothing else.
Exactly right. I mean, it's like a big trap. You're born into this. You have no say, and when you're older and old enough to like work things out, it's like, I mean, I've got no choice in life. I have to be here. So they're growing up being familiar and complacent with it, you know. So they think that's normality, even though within them, their instincts tell them, "Oh, this is terrible. It's awful." They're accepting it because they've been indoctrinated, like we all were at one point, and still are to a certain degree.
Get the mom's permission and have them sign a thing. It's a whole big thing. And then like take the family and have us all sealed together. Well, so that I was like thinking in my
so tonight, lads, for Matt's stream tonight, we've got to do, I did a little vote thing. I says, do you want the TFE debunk thing or another TFE debunk thing or Jay Tolan's curvature from space? So I think they chose Jay Tolan's curvature from space because TFE's been debunked a million times. So yeah, we're going to do that tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah, it does look good. To start off, we want to see in the video, I'm like, Jay Tolan talking about space again and curvature, but he's actually debunking it by saying, I did say last night, by their measures,
It's
what they show
too much. The radius would be too much for what they claim.
Right, exactly. So we're going to do that tonight.
mind, I'm going to have to do this with my son because we had a son. And so when do we need to do this? He's a baby. What do we need to do? And then it got quiet in the room because everybody kind of knew the history of my ex-husband because he'd been brought before a council and everything on all this bad stuff.
Who disappeared like a fart not held down by gravity? Oh, Duffy. He did.
And so it's in the notes. You know, they keep notes on everybody. And I said, so when do we go through?
There
and he
goes,
goes,
how good is it? They keep notes on everybody, you know, to keep track down your behavior and stuff like that. You know, it's not, and it seems to me as well that not only would the parents be in charge of the children, any of the elders would be cool to discipline or whatever someone else's children. And to me, that's not right. If you're going to be discipline your children, it has to come from the parents, not from someone else.
100% agree. I mean, what does it have to do with anybody else?
Right.
It's your children. But like she says, when you're pregnant, they're already marked under the temple, so the temple's property.
Right. And there you go. Cultish to the max. That's all I can say about that. It's just cultish to the max.
well, you don't have to. And I'm like, wait, no, I have to. I have a baby with him. Like we want him still to us. My husband is there, my new husband, and he's.
I know, babe. Mainly because we don't want to watch Will Duffy. So you chose the coverage because you don't want to see Will Duffy. You might not have seen him. I didn't watch all the video, but the parts that I seen of the debunk, it was basically what they were putting out rather than their faces. But I didn't watch it all. I'll still do it. It was just whatever you just wanted for tonight. I'll probably do it towards the end of the week then, because like I say, I don't do much flat earth stuff, but I'm trying to get at least 2 in a month, something to do with flat earth twice a month at least, you know.
Said, well, no, you don't have to, because that baby was born under the covenant. And I said, no, because that's
Exactly.
my ex-husband. What are you talking about?
Exactly. If someone else disciplined my kids, I'd be in prison. 100%. 100%. All right, Flats, bless you, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Was you? Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. I was, because he's saying it in private chat. I wasn't sure if he'd said it in private chat, thinking it was going to the normal chat, but he's off. He's off. Thanks for joining us, Flats. Always a pleasure, bro.
And he said, well, they just changed places. It's really not a big deal. He totally tried to like smooth this over. And my ex-husband said, wait a minute. Are you telling me that her ex-husband that doesn't take care of the kids that I take care of, that I love, is the ghost dad of my son? That's how he said it, the ghost dad. And I was like,
wow. See, ghost dads now. See, like she said, everything they do in the Mormon church, the LDS church, is fundamentally for the dead. 98% or something she said is most, or 90%, mostly for the dead. In Christianity, it says not to pray to the dead. They've gone, they've passed on. What are you praying for them for? They've gone. Pray for the families, 100%, but what are you praying for the dead for? They are not here in life to experience that prayer that you've got for them. They've already passed on, absent from the body, present with the Lord, or absent from the body, present with, nothingness. If you're not going to be with the Lord, But I would say in that case, even with people are not going to be with Christ, that have died, that are going to hell, absent from the body, present with the Lord, I'd still say they were present with the Lord, because they're in a place of wait until judgment, so it's still present with the Lord, Doesn't mean say the righteous in the Lord's eyes, I just mean it's present with the Lord.
oh my gosh, here we go. And I don't think I've ever seen him turn more red, like from anger. He's a redhead, so it was like extra red. And he was done. He was like, I don't know what is going on here, but this is crazy. I'm done. So that ended that.
Well, if he's done with the LDS thing, I don't blame him.
I still stayed in for a little bit. I mean,
well, fair play to him for getting out. Fair play to him.
I was like, this is bad, but also I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm extremely close to my family. They're all still Mormon, but my mom, and they make fun of her constantly. Like, I honestly didn't know what to do. Like, people can say they don't make fun of people and that they try to fellowship them and they're nice. They are, but also they say certain things that are kind of crappy. Like, she just doesn't know. She doesn't have the fullness of the church. She doesn't know. So, I didn't want to be that. And I knew it was worse for me because I did know I'm an apostate. I know I have been through.
You're an apostate. All right. Yes. See, from there, I thought you meant at the time. I'm like, how could you be in apostasy if you were with them? Maybe apostasy against normal Christianity. Yes. But yeah, no, she's an apostate now because she left. Right. Okay. Thought she was talking about at the present time. But yeah, she is an apostate now. And she'd be classed as an apostate to them.
So I didn't know what to do. I just didn't do anything. At that point, I just kept going and praying about it. And I didn't know what to do. And shortly after that, I got really sick. And I almost died a couple times. So I got thyroid cancer. And then I had an autoimmune disorder on top of it. And it was
the Lord looked after her.
Was already stage 3 by the time they found it. And I was
already
sick.
Stage 3. Definitely the Lord must have been merciful on her. Stage 3. I mean, the next stage 4 is no turning back. No turning back. So the Lord was looking after her, I think.
To go through radiation. And I mean, God was at the forefront, but religion certainly wasn't. I wasn't thinking about all that.
Well said. Well said. God was at the forefront, but religion wasn't. See, there you go. Even she recognizes that being with Christ is not religious. Everybody comes in and says, calls us religious. What religion are you? Well, I'm not a religion. On umbrella terms, religion, yes, some classes, Christianity is under that, but it's not. If you're a true Christian, a follower of the way, you're not religious. Yes, I know we can be religious in certain things we do, but we are not in a religion and we are not religious. No, well said. I'm glad she knows the difference. She can divine the difference between religion and a relationship.
Anymore. I was just thinking about God. And it gave me that time.
So she was just thinking about God at the forefront rather than the temple, the rules, you know what I mean? The rituals, the oaths. She was thinking and praying to God, obviously, at the forefront, like she said.
Time to really, I think, finalize in my brain, like, I don't think that's what God is. Like, I'm just going to read my Bible, just the real Bible, not the Joseph Smith's translation, not, the Book of Mormon, like none of this stuff. And I'm reading and I just didn't feel good about it. So I went through my radiation. I wasn't sure if I was going to live, and when you get to that point, that changes your perspective pretty fast. Like, honestly, if you ever want to change your perspective, have a near-death experience, it will be a real eye-opener for anybody. Don't do it on purpose. But if that happens to you, you get it. And I just started thinking, you know what? I don't care. I'm not just going to follow along anymore. After I came out of it and I was better and I was doing better, I still had to do gamma globulin therapy for a long time. That made me really sick. We were losing everything too at this time. Like we fully had.
I'm just looking for a scripture. I'll leave this to play while I'm doing that.
Had to file bankruptcy because
we seem a bit quiet.
The bills, it was crazy just to keep me alive. And my ex-husband was not prepared for any of this. Like, we were more newly married. He'd never been married before. He probably could have ignored me for all of it and I still would have been fine about it. But he didn't take care of the kids and the kids had to take care of the kids. And there was animosity there because it was like a 12-year-old and a baby. Like it just kind of robbed her, even my next one down. I mean, it just had to. Like, what do you do with that? I was sick in a bed. Like, there was no way.
Cool.
And I was having multiple operations. Like, I couldn't even hold him for multiple periods of time, like, because my hands went bad. This autoimmune thing, like, I ended up having surgery on both my hands and they were like this for a while, casted. I mean, I couldn't even hold him. So
let me just say, if anybody's watching this in PJ Crooker and the PJ Crooker channel, there's only two there at the minute and one's me. I'm going to put if you see this or see the chat replay later, this is my backup channel. I'm going to put my main channel in here because it seems as though it's being a bit censored. But if you want to subscribe, anybody who watches this live on my PJ Crooker channel, I'm going to put the link in the chat, in the live chat, so you can check out in the chat replay too, if you want to sub to my main channel. If anybody's listening on the PJ Crooker channel. Right, I'm going to do that now.
That all happened and I get better eventually, but our marriage definitely didn't. It was not very fixable and he was not going to change. And I just didn't know how I felt being with somebody after that. Is this going to be like till death do you part? Like, this is how it's going to be. Like, if I get sick again, are you really going to be like this or whatever? And then also you're blaming God for everything and you hate God now. Like, I just couldn't, I couldn't do that. It was weird for me. And we waited quite some time because I thought maybe he was just mad and he might come around, but that didn't to this day.
For anybody watching the PJ Cooker, my main channel's link is now in the live chat if you're watching the live chat replay, and it's under PJ SOS Broch 76. Oh, hey babe. Oh, babe. How come you're not modded there? Hold on a minute, babe. I need to switch over my other account to be able to mod you. Give me a second. Because I'm doing it under my main channel in a minute. So let me just switch over for a sec. Switch accounts. PJ Cooker. I didn't know you weren't modded in there. Kunal, if you want to put your name again, if you want to type in my backup channel, I'll mod you in it. Let me just make sure I'm on my PJ Cooker. Yeah, I am. So, babe, you're now managerial mod in here. There you go, babe. Yeah, Kunal, if you want to type just one in my PJ Crooker, I'll just to add you as a mod. Right, continue.
He's a non-believer. And we went our separate ways. We have our son. He's almost 18 now. He's been a great dad. I can say he's 100% been there. But, I had met my husband a little bit after I got better. Actually, I knew him. We both were going through divorces, and it was weird. We knew each other from like a carpool thing, and then we played words with friends, and he would just check on me every once in a while, and it would make me bawl because I'm like, gosh, you're like the first person that's checked on me today, but thank you. Yeah. Like it was really hard.
There you go. Sorted, mate. And if anybody else, it's up to my backup. If you haven't got a spanner already, go for it. There you go, bro. Sorry. Nice one, Canal.
So just to detangle a little bit. So there was the first husband who wanted you to be polygamous, and you got a divorce from him. Then there was a second husband that had a very hard time struggling with.
A husband actually wants you to be polygamous. When that, I just think it's weird that you would. I mean, I don't understand it, but men that fantasize about two people on them or whatever, I can kind of see where they're coming from. I don't see it, like, you know what I mean? But to go there and say be married to tons and tons of people, what? Why? It's not a good idea. I know they're used to it because they've been brought up that way or whatever, but there's jealousy is going to creep in, and that's envy, greed. One's getting more attention than the other, and it's just a big mud. And you just think men in general wouldn't want. I mean, it's always a man that's married to loads of women. The women are not married to loads of men, are they? They can only marry. Is that how it works? I think the woman can only marry that one man, but the man gets to marry them all. You know what I mean? Like, she can't then, when she's married to that dude, marry another dude, can she? I don't think that's how it works, is it? It's a bigger. Is that how? I don't know. Are they allowed in Mormonism? Right, the man can marry them all, loads of women, right? But can that woman who's been married to that man then marry another man? I don't think they can they? Weird. Are you a mod in my other channel, Baza, on my backup channel? No, that's what I thought, babe. So the woman isn't allowed to. There you go. I didn't think that. So it just shows you. How uneven, how unequal. There's no equilibrium. It's bullcrap. So one husband. There you go. That's what I thought. Nice one, guys. But there you go. And it just shows. So exactly. And now my point is, if that woman was allowed to marry another man, do you think the man would like that? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't want his woman married to another man. So then how do they expect the woman to be okay with it? That shows how indoctrinated they are if they are okay with it. Yeah, you are already modded, bro. You're already modded. Bless. Hold on. Yeah, you are. Cool. You. Nice. So that's just all sorted. Jim, if you're still with us, have you been to my backup channel, been modded? If not, go do it if you're still here. Anyway, continue.
Your cancer. And then you talked about your current husband, which came afterwards.
Yes.
So if anyone hadn't understood that, then there you go.
Yeah. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah. My question is, so your second husband, because of all the hardships you were going through, that made him completely reject the idea that God was real. And it's something that happens a lot when people go through struggles in life. Their worldview oftentimes shifts, it shifts in different directions, but for a lot of people, it changes. So my question is for you, what did that period of your life
Oh, it's Roger that.
or
Hey, Roger, how you doing, man? Yeah, you are more than my backup channel, Roger. Go check. Go check if you are. If you're not, I'll give you a Jim Ennis is already one. All right, nice one, Jim. Bless you, bro. Go check, Roger.
how did that impact the way you viewed God, the way that you viewed the world and all of it?
I mean, I think I really understood a few things about myself.
Well, I mean, I have been once married, so I can't say that about that because I have to get married again. So I can't say once married is funny for me. I can't do that because I have to get married.
Is I was not going to stay with a non-believer, and I also knew that I was not going to stay a Mormon, and nobody else knew that.
You just type something in my backup channel chat, Roger, just so I can see if you're mod or not. See if you come up in blue.
That, except for my new husband, because he was an ex-Mormon, and I had shared some things with him, like writing back and forth, and I was like, I just don't know if I can do this, like whole, like fakery. Like I already knew, but I just didn't want to tell anybody because I knew what was going to come for me, and it did.
What's that? You're a better man than me, Charlie Brown. If it ever drips out of me, I'm done. Oh, wow. Nice.
And I was scared. I was more scared to be facing that whole situation than almost anything. I mean, I almost literally based my salvation on it. I almost stayed because I just didn't want to deal with it.
So it sounds like she based her salvation on it. Did she just say that? She almost based her salvation on it. Ah, right. Let's check it.
I was more scared to be facing that whole situation than almost anything. I mean, I almost literally based my salvation on it. I almost stayed.
You almost based her salvation on it. See? That's how indoctrinated.
Because I just didn't want to deal with it. And I knew what they'd done with my mom as not an apostate. I knew what was coming for me. And
because treated her mom that badly, and she wasn't an apostate. She hadn't renounced them or anything. How much more are they going to treat her since being an apostate? Yeah.
Because my grandpa had passed away. Like my grandma was the last critical person, and I was terrified, like my whole family members that I'd hung out with and been with, and great grandmas and uncles, and like family that you get together with all the time, and they're all Mormon. So I knew what was coming. Other than my dad's side, like I was going to lose my family.
What I'm very curious about is
is it
transition.
Is it long though, Canal? Let me just check it. 7 minutes. No, that's cool. We can watch that. Oh, hold on, though. Is this not copyrighted, bro? This looks like a stand-up comedy show. Is that not copyrighted? Yeah, that'll be copyrighted, bro. Yeah, no, I could play it. I could play it on the Rumble side. I could play it on the Rumble side for 7 minutes after we finish here if you want, bro. But I can't play it this side. I can't play it this side. It's a stand-up show. That'll definitely be definitely copyrighted. Looks like something was made for TV. So if you want, I'll definitely play it, but it'll be on the Rumble side after shutting this side down. Is that cool? If that's okay, I'll play that. Not a problem. But it will have to be Rumble side. Let me just keep the link for it. Here we go. Copy link. Copy link address. Hey, Rog, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I can't find a link to your backup channel on the homepage.
Vicky's just put a link in for you.
I didn't see it.
Roger, this is the link.
I was over there looking. I couldn't couldn't see
No,
it.
that's the link there. You just get that is well. If you click that, it brings you to the same stream as this. It's the same stream.
The Meal 106
Yeah.
on YouTube.
But underneath it,
What-
it'll say PJ Crooker instead
Okay.
of service, obedience, surrender. I just want to see that you're a. If you're not mod, then I can mod you.
Okay.
Didn't go through.
So Vicky's put the
Hold on,
link.
PJ.
You need to click that.
Yeah. I'll click it. Let's see.
Oh no, you are a mod. Vicky says you're a mod because she's obviously clicked on your name and seen that she can't. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
How do you know, babe? Because you're a managerial mod.
Huh.
How do you know if he's a mod or not? If you're a managerial mod, babe.
Right again.
I'll have to call him.
Jimmy, this is you who win again. Yeah, no. Like I say, Kunal, I'll easily play it, but it will have to be the Rumble side. It's definitely something. I've got no problem with playing it. It might be funny. It's called Beat Your Kids.
Don't beat your kids.
Well, don't beat your kids. Obviously, I'm saying that's what it's called.
I know.
It's
I
a
got
joke.
you.
It's a joke.
Did you-
Russell Peters sort of thing. So yeah, don't mind playing it. It's obviously a comedy. So don't beat your kids. That's not advice, guys. Roger is lucky I didn't text him the link. What do you mean? You did. You just did it. Oh, yeah, you did it in chat here, babe. You texted them here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What, have you typed in yet, Roger?
Who?
Have you typed in my chat just to check it? You're a mod.
No. In here? Or her
No,
link was?
in my PJ Kruger, my backup channel.
Okay, I did click on it, but I don't know if it's still open. Hold on.
You just need to type in the chat just to see if your name's in blue or if it's in grey.
In blue?
Yeah, I need to see if it's in blue or grey. If it's in grey, then I need to mod you.
Nope.
I told you I had to call. God, stop.
I did once.
All right, no, I'm not continue.
Of your faith.
I'm in.
There.
Like I've already said, you
It's
know,
blue.
there were
Yeah, I think you are anyway, Roger. I think you are. Ed, is that it? Is that you? No, that's the wrong one. You've just said hey in the normal one. You just said hey in the normal chat, Roger. You said hey in PJ
Yeah.
in my normal one, you numpty. It doesn't matter. I think you are anyway. I think you are. Don't worry about it.
I thought it was
Cracks,
because I
people
went to the link she gave me.
No,
Yeah,
you can't. That's not.
Oh yeah, that's the link I got out of the chat just now.
What, from Vicky? No, because it goes to my other channel. Okay, you couldn't have clicked that one and then typed in no, because that goes to PJ Cooker. You've typed in the normal one. You couldn't have clicked the one Vicky put in. The
I
one
thought
where
I
she
did.
says to you, Roger. It doesn't matter. I think you are anyway. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Honestly. Don't worry about it.
I just typed in it. I got a wrench over there.
Yeah. There you go. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you've done it now.
Well, I thought I
You
did.
did
Then. I got
you
three
did do it
windows open
fast.
here with the same.
You've
screen
got
on
one.
them.
You've got one. Cool.
Yeah.
And I think your cancer was a big part of you starting to look into some of the things that you had doubts or questions about. Can you give me some examples of the things that you found during that period of time that made you question even more and that kind of got you convinced that you shouldn't be in the LDS church?
So there's something called the CES letter, and Mormons and ex-Mormons will know what this is, but for those that don't, you can look it up online. And it is kind of the church's way of trying to fix things, but they kind of made it worse. They let out all this information, and I was really already studying the Bible and seeing, okay, this is not biblical. This does not match up. I was journaling every day.
That's good. She was doing that. You know what I mean? Cross-referencing. That's how Michael Kahn realized that being in the Jehovah's Witness church was wrong, because they're encouraging him to read the Bible. He's getting teachings from the teacher, pastor, whatever you call him there. And then they're saying they're advising him, you got to read your Bible and all that kind of stuff. So he's reading it, and what they're preaching and what he's reading are different. So that's what made him come out of there and come into a relationship with the Lord, truly, So God does work in many ways. He can work through these cults to get you to come and see the real truth, Excellent.
So, PJ, where is she at?
What do you mean, where's she at?
Like in the country? What part of the?
Oh, no idea where she's at. Oh, I mean, obviously, I think she's in Salt Lake City. I don't know if she's in Salt Lake City, but she's there because she was at that church. She was at the main Utah place, I think. So she's round about there, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah, I've been there before. I spent like a year and a half in Salt Lake City. I worked there for a while. So I got to know like the Mormon temples there, where they're at, and the neighborhoods that surround them. And,
I got you.
The thing is, they have an epidemic there
of Mormonism.
Not just Mormonism is like, that's secondary to the other epidemic I'm talking about. They have an extreme methamphetamine problem.
Oh, I see. Well, she was just saying her man was an addict. She didn't say what he was on or anything, but I got you.
I can hear it in her voice too,
the way she talks. She was explaining the rituals and oaths before. I mean, she was saying, and it's exactly like Freemasonry, but not exactly the same, but very, very similar to Freemasonry. And then I realized that she said it as well. Joseph Smith was a Mason, Freemason. So that just shows you where it comes from,
Yeah, well, I could hear that, like she may have been involved with it too, just by the rasp in her voice.
She hasn't said she was. She hasn't said she was. And it is a testimony. I'm sure if she was a drug addict, she would say.
Yeah, I know. It seems like, or maybe she's a smoker, one of the two. But I mean, I just know the neighborhood, dude. It's like I spent enough time there. Like a year and a half.
To me, she doesn't look like someone that's took drugs, to be honest.
Not too bad.
I mean, I know drug addicts myself. I mean, I was one. I mean,
I've been there.
Yeah, exactly, bro. The entire country has an extreme meth problem. Absolutely, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Even here now. Yeah, even here now.
No, but this is back in
at the end of the day, it's not even just meth. It's fentanyl, it's heroin, it's still crack. People are still crackheads and smart kids. It's just you've got more now because you've got fentanyl, and they're just like fentanyls is stronger than smack, but it's the same type of drug. And then you've got crack, which is cocaine, which is an upper, and meth, which is amphetamine, which is an upper. So it's just like a stronger version of crack, really. And you take it the same ways. You can either inject it, smoke it, or even snort it. Depending on what form you get.
This was back in the early 90s when I was there. So,
but this is not. That's for educational purposes only.
Only,
I mean, I am not advising anything. I'm not talking about any kind of medical advice or anything like that. I was talking about testimony from the past.
Amen.
For educational purposes.
Yeah.
Just to be sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Meth was more prominent.
These people at Mass Report, you are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. And so, the methamphetamine was prominent in the neighborhoods there, but this is back in the 90s, like mid 90s or so. It wasn't as bad as it was back then. That was more like, like at biker bars and stuff when I was.
Yeah.
Early,
I get you.
But in your neighborhood. Now it's in your neighborhood.
See, no, Luva, I mean, it's here. Even where I'm from in Fraserburgh, it's a small fishing town. I'm here in a bigger city. Every place I've been, it's everywhere. Since the 90s, 80s and 90s.
I was taking it very serious, and I hadn't really done that before. Like, as far as, I devoted everything to Mormonism, but as far as just the Bible only, no Book of Mormon, none of that, just the Bible. And I would get up and read every morning, journal every morning.
Deal with it being spring all year round, but not summer. I would burn to death. Spring or autumn, fine. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want winter all year round, but I wouldn't want summer all year round either. I'd be fine in the middles somewhere, autumn or spring. Probably better spring because of the sun, but then I like autumn because of darker nights. So I don't know, much and such.
Hey, we could do like at Kilimanjaro, with on that mountain, all 4 seasons go on all year round.
Hi, babe.
Listen,
babe.
right, it is cheaper to have a fan on than it is to heat my whole house, right? I
So
am
Yeah.
freezing, like freezing. I had
yeah,
to
yeah,
go
okay,
out in
okay.
that.
I'm talking about me, how I would prefer it. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
but
about how
you
you
can stay
prefer it.
inside. You can stay inside, and I can enjoy the weather
What do you mean? I don't want
You
to
heard it
stay
here.
inside.
in the summer.
What if I don't want to stay inside? How
Well,
can I
then
fish
you'll get hot.
indoors?
Then
How can I
take
fish indoors?
take an umbrella out with you.
Obviously, I can't do nothing about the weather, babe. I'm just saying how I'd. But you said how you'd prefer it, so I'm telling you how I prefer it. You freaking weirdo!
I don't like snow. I
Shut
Why
think
up
not?
and go away. Get out my bloody pants
snow
now.
sucks
Get
butt,
out.
right? No, no. I nearly fell on my butt the other day.
Is it?
Yeah,
Nice. I
because
hope it bruised.
you're an ass.
No, you're
I
an ass.
listen,
You fell on
no,
it.
listen. I was walking. I had to go and take the camera back out, and I nearly slipped on the on the ramp. And
Did
then
you?
I grabbed the handle, the rails. I grabbed that, and that's ice. So your hand just slips as
Ooh.
well.
Ooh. Was it texture? Was it bumpy? So you could at least grab on.
No, it
Bumpy.
was smooth. It was just
Ooh, no
really.
good. So there was no like
This is
dew
what.
drops. So there was no like frozen dew drops. It was just smooth.
No, it was just smooth, and I literally. I don't know how I didn't fall on my butt, but this is why I don't like it. When I was more able-bodied, I didn't mind it as much. Now because I am a cripple, I don't like it. It sucks ass. The thought of
There you
falling
go.
over, the
We've all
thought
got
of
our
falling
preferences.
over.
Babe, why is your thing going? Are you
I
on your
don't know.
phone? Or
Yes,
Yeah,
of
something?
she's got
course.
crackling going on. Yeah.
Horrible. Weird.
Listen, after falling over, that was it last year, and I broke when I did my elbow.
Aye.
After that, I now have a fear of falling over because I never want to see any body part that's not in its right position again.
Yeah. No,
So,
okay.
Vicky, you did fall on your butt, right?
No, not that time. I fell on my elbow, didn't I?
I mean, your other butt. You fell on your butt this time, though, right? You were padded.
I managed to stay up, but I don't know how I stayed up. But to be
Oh,
fair, my butt
amazing.
is big. My butt is big, so like, there's enough cushion there.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Dick.
I know. He said it.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a big ass. What are you talking about? So, I'm not going to turn around and say
and
oh, when it's not.
If I won
Yeah,
the
there's nothing
lottery,
wrong with seeing the sun. I love to see the sun. It's fantastic. It's just the heat that comes from it.
no, I need the heat.
No.
If I won the lottery, I would move everyone I like to a desert island in the sun and buy PJ whatever it's called, air conditioning unit, so he could just sit in a little room with his air conditioning on, crying about how hot it is.
No, but I'd just be in the sea all the time.
Well, it's amazing he doesn't melt in the sun to start with.
Well, listen, I tanned when I went to Greece, but it was a different heat. It was a different heat.
Different
but
heat.
I had a factor 50 on as well. But it's a different time of heat, different type of heat. Humidity is different. Here, when it's hot, it just burns me. In Greece, it was hotter, but it didn't feel like it was burning my skin. It was just I was hot and I didn't mind it, Here, when the heat gets me, it burns me. It burns.
The humidity was different.
Yeah. But in Greece, it was great. It was great.
Like sometimes the weather here, it is like you can't breathe because it's so humid. Like and it's awful. But other time, like summer for me, I loved it.
There's nothing worse than breathing in and you get hot air in your lungs. No,
I think Greece is actually lower in elevation, so you're not as close to the sun.
It is lower.
There you go.
That's why.
Down by Italy.
Well, it's also got mountains as well. We went up when we went up in the mountains, so much cooler. It was we had dinner up in the mountains, and it was so cool. And it was a little bit duller because of the cloud, but it was it was so nice, man. So nice.
The food was rank though.
You like Greek food? You like the Greek food?
Yes, absolutely love Greek food.
Not
Greek food is brilliant. That's
Not
what they do to socialize. They just have food out all day and you just pick. There's no certain
Yeah.
meal times in that. Yeah,
And
it's great, man. I love
I don't
Mediterranean.
want no goat milk and goat's cheese.
Oh,
Oh, it's
babe, you
good.
know, you can eat anything you bloody want. There was some stuff that they served up that I hated, and it was tripe. I'll never eat tripe anyway. To me, that
Ooh,
goes to
you
the
don't like
animals.
tripe?
No!
Tripe is
Uh-oh.
tripe is
no!
gritty.
Oh, it's awful, bro. It's disgusting to look at as well. No, I hate
We have
tripe.
tripe here in the States. We call them chitlin.
Ugh. Right, I need to get on with this bit.
Go.
I'm
Tripe
going
is
now.
awful. Tripe is
leaving,
awful.
Vicky?
No way.
I'm leaving, Rog.
Oh, you
babe.
are? Don't leave us
Okay.
just yet.
I'm going
Don't
to
go.
freeze. I'm going to freeze some
Can you
more.
believe I've lost 10 subs since last week?
Turn the heat on. You
The
lost 10?
heating's on, Roger.
Huh?
The
Yeah.
heating's been on for the last since August.
Let me see where you're at. Yeah, but
Well,
you gained
so-
40 subs on your other backup channel, right?
Yeah, I've gained. Yeah, but I don't stream that. But that's only because of shorts. I put up a video the other day, and it's only got a couple of views.
Yeah.
So it's obviously people like shorts. So when I'm doing a live, there's nobody there now on the live, and I dare say there won't be anybody watches it either, except a couple. It's maybe just see some people just like shorts. Sometimes your channel takes off with shorts, but when you start doing other things like videos and lives, not interested. You know what I mean? So
I hear you.
it's all because of the shorts. You know what I mean? But it just shows also that channel's not censored yet, you know?
Yeah, I just lost another sub too. I was at 509 earlier this week. Now I'm at 506. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Asshole.
like I say, I was in there 731 last week, and it's in 721 now.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think it's certain trolls that were subbed to me. It's either YouTube messing about, or both, or it's like subs. It was sorry, not subs, but trolls.
Love you, bye.
Hold on,
Hey,
babe.
hey,
Subs that were subs. Sorry, trolls that were subbed to me, and later on they've heard me talking about subs, so they're just each coming down in a little bit at a time just to try and bug me. Okay, babe, I love you.
hey,
Love
Vicky,
you.
I'll
Bye,
text you
baby.
later. I guess I'll tell you something later.
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Right, Captain KB, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. So, Canal, once we're finished, do you want me to play that 7-minute vid over on the Rumble side?
Like pray about it, just everything, just immersing myself in anti-Mormon propaganda. They're actually just shows talking about the Bible and the differences between Mormonism and the Bible. One of those people that was
See, sometimes debates do help. You see, she's watching things about Christianity, real Christianity against Mormonism sort of thing.
Yeah.
And she's starting to see it through that. So, yeah, debates can help.
Well, yeah, like debates will actually win people's hearts over if you actually can present a decent case.
Oh, absolutely. As long as it's the bloody truth. But, you know, unfortunately, we get people do debates that don't talk the truth, and people are won over by it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, a lot of people like that appeal to authority. They don't understand. A lot of people have never watched debates. They don't understand that, you know,
Yeah.
that is a fallacious reasoning. You got to look at all the evidence, not just what everybody
Absolutely.
agrees to. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with alternative theories. They actually might shed light on the actual situation.
Right. Exactly. Where the hell?
Did Vicky leave? Okay.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone. She'll be in chat. You can still say whatever.
Well, I was going to text her. I got to tell her a couple things.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And I'm going to tell you some things after we're done here, offside. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Where the hell has Harry Mark shit go? Harry Mark? Where's that gone? That should be straight up in my. Oh, is it maybe because I'm searching from PJ Crooker? Oh, it's because I'm searching from PJ Crooker. That's why, you idiot.
Crooker?
Yes, I'm searching from PJ Crooker. That's why I'm not getting Harry Mack to come up. Like, what? You know? Sorry, I've got to continue playing this.
Yeah, this
like for me was Derek Prince. I would listen to
Yeah,
him.
well, that's
like
where
I
I
just
got
didn't.
the idea from me because I used to say it before, like because PJ,
Yeah, I remember.
like PJ Hooker, it was kind of a play on that PJ Crooker. So I used to
Sorry,
like
Lee
TJ
Majors. Yeah. No, William
Well,
Shatner.
William Shatner. Yeah. That's why I liked it because he was Captain Cat. You know, it was kind of because of that. So it was a play on that.
I think I remember when you did that because we were having this conversation before.
It's when my channel got taken down. When this channel got taken down. Yeah,
It's been
that's
a
why I
while.
made it.
know anything about so many things. Like, they don't talk about spiritual warfare. They don't talk about all of these different things. And I started seeing, the CES stuff coming out. I started seeing there were problems with the church as far as their own stuff, and they're trying to blanket it. I'm looking it up for myself. I'm starting to see weird symbolism. I started learning about masonry, which I didn't know anything about. And I started seeing, oh, that kind of looks like what we do, or this kind of looks like what we do. And I hadn't even gotten into the witchcraft stuff or any of that part yet, but like that comes way later. And I just had enough where I was like, this is not true. And my husband was like, yeah, no kidding. Like, read this, look at this,
Hey, PJ,
he'd already been out. And so he's,
yeah. Have you been able to make out her tattoo on her wrist? And that's a weird place.
Yeah, I don't look at it. I can't make out what it is. It's just nice colors, and I think it might be like an ocean kind of scene with shaped into love heart or something. I don't know. I have noticed it though.
It kind of looks like my daughter. She's got a like an ocean scene on her foot. It's a weird place to put a tattoo. You know what she's got on her foot? She's got a sea.
Feet or so.
Yeah, she's got the not what do you call them? What, the lionfish? She's got a tattoo of a lionfish on her foot with the ocean background on your foot, on the top of her foot. It's really
weird. Man. So sorry, we had to get it done. Man. Right.
Trying to help me, also through this whole time. And so I am evolving, but I'm also evolving like in who I was.
I hope you don't mean physically evolving.
Did she lose her tail? Yeah.
Yes, you must have done.
Yeah. As a person. Now, I was definitely a baby Christian still, but cool. I was starting to get things. Like, I was starting to see, they don't believe in this part of the Trinity. And I don't think Jesus was made by a sexual act. Like, I mean, there was some things that I knew that they had definitely covered up in my lifetime, not because somebody told me.
What? So Mormons believe that Jesus didn't come from a virgin then? It was actually there was a sexual act in it. Do Mormons believe that, do they?
I think they do. I think I've heard that somewhere.
Well, there you go. They're taking Jesus' divinity straight off of him. Like I say, he's secondary to Joseph Smith.
Well, God's more important than Joseph Smith in my book, but I think the Mormons probably like Joseph Smith more than God. So,
what's that? You want me to say what? If you see this, lol, say money penny, mish money penny. I apologize in advance. So you want me to say hello, mish money penny. Mish money penny. The name's Bond, James Bond, 007, licensed out. It's actually Sean Connery. Like, my first job was a milkman. So do you like Miss Money Penny? Miss Money Funny Honey Penny. Is that what you want me to say?
Quit smoking crack, dude. What was the first original Bond? Who played the first Bond? It wasn't Connery though.
It was his name was George Lazenby. No,
I know.
There was I can't remember if he was in between. He played one movie, but I don't know if he was the first one. I think he might have been the first one, or Sean Connery, when Sean Connery went to retire, he played one, and then Sean Connery came back before doing Roger Moore. Let me just find out, but it was George Lazenby we're talking about anyway. Let me just check. Was George? His name was definitely George Lazenby. I know that. George Lazenby, the first Bond. No, George Lazenby was not the first Bond. He was the second actor to play the iconic spy in the official Eon production series, taking over from original Bond Sean Connery. Yeah, that's what I thought. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, he replaced Connery after his successful run and was followed by others, making him the first serial actor to step into the role. Yeah, I thought so. So what it was, I remember he came in to play James Bond, taking over from Sean Connery. He did one movie, but then either something went wrong or whatever, and he was acting too much of the star or whatever, and they got Roger Moore instead. But yeah, he played one, but Sean Connery was the first movie James Bond. Yeah. So am I downloading that? 2 seconds, guys. I was just downloading a Harry Mac for when we finish up. Oh yeah, I forgot to blimmin' look for the answer at Canal. I asked Canal if he wanted me to play that video on the Rumble side after this. And did he say anything? No, okay, just for that one, that PJ one of today, ERB, it's going to be James Bond. Oh, all right, okay, yeah, no problem. That's cool. You mean for tonight? Cool. Cool. Or you mean now? What you mean after this? You'll have to let me know. So, yeah, we'll have to head over to Rumble to watch that 7-minute video. I want to know the next James Bond, right? So, just for that one, BJ, yeah, he's going to G. Well, if we'll go over and watch that 7-minute video, give me the link for the James Bond one, and we can do that after the 7-minute video. But let's get this finished first. Sorry, I was just downloading the Harry Mac.
Because I learned it. And so I was like, this isn't true. Like Joseph Smith was always translated the book by the Urim and Thummim my whole entire life. That's what I was told. And then all of a sudden it was a rock and a hat. And that was a joke, right? Because like South Park came on and the church had a fit, and it's actually historically accurate. And I remember thinking, this is such a big lie.
There's a lot of accuracy in the cartoons, eh?
Only in South Park, PJ. Only in South Park.
So what did you say? Oh, I did scroll up on the chat. 7-minute video, James. Oh, okay, no problems. So just so I've got the link. So I've got the 7-minute video link. Yeah, I've got the link for the 7-minute video. So you put the link in for the James Bond as well. Where?
Is there a new James Bond or something coming out?
Oh, no idea.
Me neither.
No, I've got that one, but I haven't got the James Bond DRB. I've definitely got the I've already got that link because I've saved it here and there. But I just need the ERB one. Maybe it's not come through. I ain't got top chat on. I ain't got live chat on. I've got top chat. I can always find it anyway. Right, let's continue. Oh, you mean all ERBs will be for later? Oh, okay. I got you. Right. Okay, got you, Canal. Nice one.
Like, how stupid are they? Like, they're so stupid. Like, you just think you're so smart anyways when you know everything. And I didn't know everything, clearly, because I didn't know that.
That should be quite good. Austin Powers v. James Bond. International Man of Mystery. International Man of Mystery against License to Chill.
Oh, that's going to be the thing? The
wrap tonight. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so if this is a lie, what else is a lie? And you kind of do that with everything. And I didn't even care about the polygamy because honestly, they've kind of been honest about it. They didn't say Joseph Smith was one, but I was like, big deal, like everybody else was. So it's like,
well, it is a big deal, really. I mean, because it's completely something that's against God. So, I mean, I understand where she's coming from. She's saying big deal from her attitude back then. I'd like to hear if she actually has come to the Lord completely. I think she has, but she hasn't said it. But obviously, because she's talking about the past parts at the minute. So hopefully she'll come to that. Hopefully she does. Because like this guy, I like his channel. But and there's loads of the testimonies are absolutely brilliant. They're fantastic and true. But there's a few dubious ones in there,
Yeah, like the one guy. What was he? He was giving he's a younger kid. He gave a testimony, but it seemed like it was contrived.
It was very contrived. Yeah. It was. I can't remember what it was about. He was talking about the girl following him, the girlfriend or the one he just met, and she was staring at him and attacking him. That one, to going down the street, and they were on drugs and stuff. That one. That's the one you're on about. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not surprised you hit it or whatever. That didn't rock me like the rest of the things I was learning rocked me. Like the theology part for me was way bigger. And even to this day, I don't highly focus on polygamy other than the fact that, a lot of times the way people have to live that way, it's sad and bad, but it had nothing to do with like Joseph Smith. I didn't know what was going on with that, but I did know this other stuff. And so I wanted to study more about like, well, what did I do in the temple? Like, well, okay, Derek Prince is saying all this stuff, and you can put curses on your life to the 3rd and 4th generation, and it's in the Bible. And he gave me the verse, and I looked it up, and it's there. So then, have I cursed my kids? Like, did my grandma curse her kids?
Yeah,
Are
I
we?
don't think that's. I think that's old school. I think a lot of people like believing this curse thing. You know, that's Old Testament to me. I think that got replaced when Jesus came along. I don't think we're cursed to the 3rd and 4th generation now. No.
Yeah, passing it down to like the next generation. I mean, that's
well, exactly. So Jesus came along and stopped that kind of stuff, you know.
All in this mess because they're all Mormon and we all cursed our kids. Like, what is going on here? And so I wanted to like get curses off of me. I wanted to learn how to do that. I didn't know how to do that. I still had Mormon stuff all over I still had my temple clothes. Like, the first thing I did was get rid of that stuff. Like, I listened to a podcast, like an audio one with Derek Prince. He's like, go through your house. You'd be shocked at how many weird things are in your, just anybody's house, not just a Mormon, anybody's house. You collect things, you go on vacation or whatever, like go through your house and pray. And I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get rid of a bunch of stuff. So then I was getting rid of a bunch of stuff, going through and trying to, you know, just make my home more of a sanctuary, become a better person, you know, read more my actual Bible and the words of the Bible, not what somebody tells me, you know, have my own knowledge. Right. And
absolutely, and that's good advice for everybody. You know, you don't just take what the pastor says or what somebody tells you. Fine, listen to them. Oh, good. If it aligns with scripture, brilliant. Take heed of it. But first of all, you've got to check it out to know that it aligns with scripture. You know, so yes, absolutely check it for yourself.
She did bring up a good question. How do you become a better person?
Well, you've got to follow the example of Christ. You've got to try and be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And it tells you how to do that by think about these things, what is lovely, what is kind, what is gentle, all those kind of things, sort of thing. Yeah. And it's a process. It's a process. That's why it says be transformed by the renewal of your mind, because it's a continual process, you know?
Well, when I was younger, I always thought, like, how do you, I've heard the expression, you know, become a better person, you know, and I'm like, how can I become, I'm the person I am. You can do better as a person, I think. But
I get you.
I'm a better person.
It's a hard concept if you're just thinking about out in the world, but if you're under Christ, then it's following his example, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think God made you the person you are, so I don't think you can become something better than God made you, but you can do better with other people, and you can. I don't know if it's like becoming a better person or just making yourself.
You can't. I like what Basil was just saying now. PJ, we don't become a better person. We become closer to Christ. 100%. 100%. Otherwise, it's vanity. There you go. It is. How do I become a better person? Rather than how can I show Christ through me? You know?
It reminds me of the Pharisees.
Show Christ through me, you know? Sort of thing.
Yeah. Beating themselves in the square, putting on a show, looking how good they are. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. And a lot of people, even when they think they're being, you know, humble and all that, they're showing you what Christ can do through them, but they're taking the credit, you know. So there's a line, you know, like Pastor says, it becomes vanity. Then it's getting the credit rather than Christ.
Thank God. You know? Yeah. The way God created you. I mean, there ain't nothing you can do that's going to change that, you
know. No, absolutely not.
But if you want to be more God Christ-like and help everything.
You have to go adhere to what Christ said, all of his teachings. That's all you can do.
I'm getting dinged.
Then the internet got big, right? And then you could look things up. And the church knew it too. The church was like, doubt your doubts. Don't doubt your faith. This is a real slogan they came out with because they were freaking out. They were like,
doubt your doubts. Don't doubt your faith. What a slogan, eh?
Oh my gosh. Like it's all going to be everywhere. Like if you know the right search words, you can find it. And you know, they were freaking out. So then the rest of the puzzle pieces were coming in rapidly at this time. And I'm also wanting to help other people. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, my mom helped me. She planted tiny seeds for a long time that did not bear any fruit for years upon years and decade of Christianity, just born again Christian, no denomination. And I remember rejecting it, thinking it was weird, just everything you could be rude about, but nice to her face. But like, no, she just doesn't know, you know. She saw those fruits come to fruition over a decade later. So I always tell people, don't give up. Like that mustard seed, that whole parable is very important.
Yeah, it's absolutely a brilliant part of faith is small as a mustard seed. That's all it takes. You know, you got that little portion of faith that can be built upon. Go on.
Yeah. So, PJ, you ever seen a mustard tree?
Yeah, a mustard tree. No, I've seen a mustard seed. They're tiny.
Yeah,
a tree. No, I'm not sure about the tree.
That's what they grow on. I think it is a mustard tree, but that little seed makes that huge ass tree. That's why it's referred to have the faith of the mustard.
Of course, I did know that. Yeah, it makes a big old. Let me just get one. Let's have a look at one. Mustard. Right, images. So a quick dicky. Yeah, man. They're huge by the looks of it. Oh, look at that. Look at that, man.
I can't see it from here.
There you go. There's mustard seeds.
Mustard tree.
Yeah. And there's the where's that big one? That one. Mustard tree.
That's insane though. Look at it. Think about that little itty bitty seed, man.
Isn't it nuts? That goes from that tiny. So all that information that made this tree, this huge tree, is all in that tiny itty bitty little bloody seed. Isn't that nuts? And you're telling me a mistake did that? You're telling me that you know?
Bang.
Yeah, you told me a mistake in the cosmos somehow did that. No, don't want you here, bro. I don't want you here, Mike.
Well, he told me he wanted to talk to you.
Don't want him here. I don't want him here. All he's done is been taking the piss out of Vicky and being a cheeky bugger. I don't want him here. Bye, Mike.
Yeah, we're actually
I don't want to kick you. I don't want to ban you from the studio. So can you please leave, Mike? I don't want you here. You need to apologize first to Vicky before you even come here. So sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing against you at all, but until you started being a numpty, and until you apologize to my missus for being an absolute ass every time you see her, then I'm not letting you in, dude.
Yeah. Well, I talked to him yesterday.
Somewhere. You're banned he's banned from my channel. Yeah. I'm not going to ban him from StreamYard, but he could easily have came back and put, okay, he needs to apologize to Vicky first before I'll even entertain him. Doesn't have to apologize to me, but he needs to apologize for being an ass to Vicky before I'll even entertain him.
Yeah. I'll tell you about this afterwards.
Yeah.
I talked to him yesterday.
Yeah. Cool. Right.
Oh, it's the Earth. Is it flat on the moon?
Yeah. Oh, hi, man.
So I'm curious about because it seems to me like you going out of Mormonism it's not like it happened in one day. It was a very gradual thing.
I don't blame him. That's what I'm saying though, babe. He has to at least try and apologize. It's up to you whether you accept it or not, which you should as a Christian. If he is truly apologetic, you should accept it as a Christian, but it doesn't mean to say you have to have anything to do with him.
Yeah. I blame it on the alcohol.
Well, but that's his problem. That's his problem.
That there might not be like a time that you could say like this I was a Mormon and
I've got no pity for him or a compassion because I know what addiction's like. I don't know
what it does. Yeah.
the thing is, he's still, if he knows he's like that when he drinks, then don't be like that. Don't come in chat. Babe, don't go off on one, please.
I'm
Just
not going to.
keep it
All
cool.
I'm saying is, when I say about my dead daughter being buried with a Bible and I was buried, I have the same Bible, right? And then I get like, ha ha, after it. And then it's, God isn't a book. I never said God was a book. Not once.
And it's no, but when he's saying things like when you're in chat and saying, "Oh, Vicky talking about religion," no, that why you got, why you got a grudge against? Hold on, why have you got a grudge against my missus? What she says, what my missus says is usually a load of sense, more sensible than me sometimes.
Because because he was in your chat being a twat a while back and he got banned.
Mm-hmm.
He then keeps saying that I censor him. I don't censor you. All I do is stop you from being a complete arsehole, because that's what you are. And like even Roger's chat the other day, yesterday, I saw Roger was live, seen him in chat and seen him say, "Thanks, Roger, because you gave me spanner back. I can't be censored now." Mike, I am a management mod. I can
You don't have to tell him that.
No, but I can still time you out and ban you.
Don't brag about that, babe. Don't.
I'm not.
Just tell them.
But I didn't.
You're just telling them why. Just telling them why.
No, I'm saying.
No, but listen, I'm telling you, babe. Listen, you just need to tell him why he's not. Why I didn't let him in. He needs to really apologize to you first before I'll even entertain him.
Because you put ha ha after I talk about.
It's not just once or twice, is it, babe? It's
No. This is all the time now.
And even before that, he was being a twat to people in my chat here as well. You know, being really sarcastic and stuff. There's no need.
Because he got timed out and then he got banned on PJs. He then just makes snide remarks. Like I didn't even know he had an issue until I was talking on Flax's and he said, "Oh, Vicky talking about religion," and I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, who are you? Who are you?" Like, I don't listen. I talk about a lot of things. Sorry, I talk about a lot of things. Just because you have an idea of me in your head doesn't make it factual. I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school with nuns. Religion has always been in my life, whether it was good or bad. So I know, but I'm saying, so why shouldn't I talk about it? Why? Because you go to church more than me? I don't know, but listen, I didn't have a problem with you. I knew you were a twat when you were drunk. I'd kind of let it go a lot. But when you start offending people and hurting other people, then I have an issue with it.
Right.
And listen,
so Vicky, just put it this way: you're a good moderator. Let's put it like that. You are.
Enough said. Right.
No, but listen. If I was going to be a bitch, when I seen Roger was live and I seen that comment from Mike in Roger's chat, I could have timed him out or banned him, and I did nothing. I didn't even comment. I watched and I said nothing.
Yeah.
So, like I say, you need to apologize to Vicky before I'll even entertain letting you in.
Listen, I'll get one more snide remark from him in Keith's and I'm banning him.
Yeah, you don't have to tell people what you're doing. Why do you have to let people know what you want to do?
Because saying because I will only give you so many opportunities, and once you use the last one, I'm done.
Right.
Okay. Hey, off topic, guys. I got a question for you, right quick. So, how much did Keith get? Did he get his car or not? Did he get a car to get back? Did he leave?
No, he's getting a loan to get what he needs. The rest of what he needs. He's just cashed in. We've just cashed in the last of the GoFundMe, and it's now defunct. It's done. It's done. So yeah, it slowed down anyway. I mean, unless it got slammed on different platforms, which we're not on. You know, it ran its legs anyway. So he'll probably say thank you in that when it comes on, but he appreciates everybody's help through the GoFundMe.
But
I did what I could.
Well done, babe. Bless you guys and thank you for helping him. Right.
But we did raise £630, so
It's
you know,
good.
it's,
Good.
and it got him to where he needed to be as well. So
How much was it in dollars? Did it say? No, it was just in pound.
no,
Right.
Well, I can figure that out.
Yeah,
but yeah.
because probably 900, something like that. 900.
Listen,
How much is it?
it was Christmas
600 and what, babe?
630. It was Christmas, end of year. You know, a lot of people couldn't afford stuff, and
True.
630 quid is, you know, it's not a small amount of money. So
No.
plus the PayPal's that he got.
Yeah, he got private PayPals and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So fair
So
play.
yeah,
Well,
Thanks to
plus
the people who did the PayPals as well.
his sister-in-law passed away too. So I mean, on top of all that, yeah.
his mother-in-law.
His mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Sorry, mother-in-law. Yeah.
Because that's when they left. It was because they had to go to the funeral for his mother-in-law. Then the car broke, and then it's just been one thing after another. But
All downhill from there, huh?
well, things can only get better. But you know, it's life, isn't it? But all we can do is try and support each other.
Huh?
That's it. Okay.
And that's a definition of community right there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, Derek.
Yeah. And thank you. Even if you couldn't donate and you shared the link, thank you. You know, because it made a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Right, let's
Right,
continue.
love you.
I'm really done. Right, love you too.
Bye, Rod.
Bye.
Yeah, and don't forget we've got a stream tonight as well, and it's got to be about it's Jay Tolan's curvature from space.
He's got his own curvature.
Sorry,
Jay Tolan's got his own curvature.
he's covering it. Yeah, it's mad. The video is 33 minutes and 33 seconds long.
Whoa.
But yeah, so we're going to do that. So that'll be the flat earth thing for this month. And then I will do the TFE debunks at some point as well later on this week. But yeah, people wanted to see the coverage, I think, because Jay Tolan's thing tonight, because TFE's been debunked loads of times. So yeah, we'll have a look at that and see what he's saying. That it looks good. It does look good. It does look good.
But from what you said, it seems like it's the lies that the church was telling was the thing that really kind of made it for you, because you had been there, you had received their teachings, and then they said, no, that never happens, or that's not true, and all of that. And so, you know, I've heard a YouTuber say recently, like, how many.
I am good to see you. Good to see you. Good speech. Good speech.
Good speech.
She's the world's greatest protagonist at being an orator.
An orator?
An orator. A good public speaker.
I know they are. Yeah.
No, I know you do. I was just putting another word.
Yeah.
Many lies does it take for someone to become a liar, right?
No.
And so if they lie about something, how many more things do they lie about? Can you trust them?
Right.
So that's super, super interesting. Were there some things that were very difficult to get rid of? Because this is your whole life. This is, I mean, your whole family history. Your grandma was
indoctrinated from way time back. She did see things wrong with it, didn't she? I mean, like she said, when she was doing the rituals and the oaths, it was just like Freemasonry, which we found out later Joseph Smith was a Freemason anyway. So it shows you where all these doctrines came from within the LDS.
Very involved. So how was it from the point that you kind of realized that, no, this church is lying, that I don't.
Women with a big heart and a big mouth are the best, and a big butt. Remember, big heart, big butt, and big mouth.
You can read so much into that, BJ.
Hey, Law Translation, good to see you.
I shouldn't trust them to kind of get rid of all the conditioning that you had grown up with.
It was a lot. I think most Mormons come out of the church exactly how I kind of explained it. And I did get rebaptized later and a lot of things, you know.
At least I could say big butt to do with a woman in my chat and not get attacked by a load of lefties. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're saying.
If that was somewhere else, I would have been kicked out of chat for that. You know what I mean? Just a stupid little comment like that. You know?
Yeah. When I was much younger, there weren't like a whole bunch of lefties doing stupid shit. I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Yes, you
Out
did.
loud?
That's good. Oh, good.
all that, but they call it having your shelf break. And what they say is you can put this book on there and this book on there, and each one represents a lie. So how many books until that shelf breaks, right? And that's
Hey, I was just flicking about with my mouse and it came across the bottom of the screen where the news comes up, flashes up. And I just read that scientists have discovered real reason why humans no longer have tails.
Huh?
Yeah, it's got like an x-ray of a human in all fours with a tail coming out of his butt.
Our spinal column doesn't have a place to fuse a tail on it that I know of.
Stupid. It's a stupid thing. Stupid thing to say. It's a stupid thing to even contemplate. Evolution. It's not even a good idea. It's not. It's not even a good explanation. Like big butts in a can like that. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in and everybody wasting that right thing in your face.
You get sprung? Yeah.
There you go. That's as much as I know. But yeah, I forgot where I was at.
I
So
can probably go through the whole song if you want me to, Peter.
Nah. I just remember it because of Friends. Friends,
Really?
like Rachel sang it to their baby, and Friends, because it quietened her down. Anaconda. What do you mean Anaconda? Anaconda what?
Anaconda don't want none unless you got one, son.
Oh, is that more? All right, is that more of the lyrics?
It makes a lot, yeah.
I got ya. Vicky does like that song.
what Mormons call it when they leave, because nobody just up and leaves. Well, I won't say nobody, but most people are like me.
Right. Oh, it blurred. I want to try and work out. See, what do you think it is? I think it's a lily pod in the middle of a pond. But it's upside down from my point of view.
I can't see it.
Something floating in the pond?
Well, let me make it big. Hold on.
It's a
Hold on. Let me just go back a sec. Right.
Well, I won't say nobody.
That's about the best I'm getting. I don't know. It's a lily pod. It is. Look upside. It's a lily pod flower thing in the middle, or a lotus, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of a pond. That's what it is.
Okay.
I think. Something like that.
She's an old hippie and she don't know what to do.
But most people are like me. It's a gradual, because we know what's going to happen. Okay. Apostates are not treated well. We're not. To this day, I'm not. It's not a fun place.
I'm glad you're an apostate, though, from the Mormon church. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
To be like in your neighborhood, with your in-laws, with your family, with whoever, it's hard. And so, but I knew it was right. And I knew I had to do these things, like I'm going through all these different curses, or I'm going through all this different learning.
Okay, but they call furries. Them that go about with tails and ears and that. Furries.
Oh, yeah, people dress up like dogs and cats all the time. They identify as a dog and a cat.
Identify as so stupid, man. Like, it's as time goes on, Idiocracy, the movie, I know it's a cliche that people say it, is coming more true than ever. The movie Idiocracy, where the average man is the most intelligent man, is the most stupidest thing to us right now.
Yeah. Wait, don't you know plants need electrolytes? So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm going through, hey, I have all these dead people flowers in my house. Like, maybe this is a bad freaking idea. Like, these were on people's coffins, because Mormons are super weird about stuff like this. And well, maybe not all, but my family, we'll just say that. And my grandma would encase like the funeral flowers from everybody, like in a jewelry box, and they were
Last translation. I'm a cis male furry demigod with attack helicopter tendencies. You mean a Karen?
Shoot, then ask questions later.
All right.
fancy, and then she would do it with another thing. I had like 4 or 5 of these dead people things because everybody was dying at the time. And I was like,
Like she said
no.
earlier on, again, I think I've repeated it, but this Mormonism thing, it's all, whatever you do, it's all for the dead. It's nothing to do with Christ. It's all for the dead. She says 90% of it is for the dead.
Well, there's an old song I used to listen to. It's called "Why Do You Pity the Dead?" Yeah. There's
Why
no
do
reason.
you?
No, you don't.
Why would you?
Yeah. Well, obviously these people
I'm
do.
gonna.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's like, what can a dead person do for you? Why do you pray to a dead person? Jesus ain't dead. You know, why do you pray to Peter? Why do you pray to Paul? Why do you pray to, you know what I mean? All these different saints. They can't intercede for you.
No.
Only way to the Father is through the Son. So why would you take all the rest of the disciples and apostles into it and say then, well, another way to the Father is through them too? And Mary.
Get rid of all it was. I mean, this is like things I loved, like that they were like heirlooms given to me because my grandma passed away. Because even though she came for me and it was this horrible last 3 years, my rest of my life with her.
Hey, that's it. The last thing we're talking about big butts. And Vicky says the last thing I identified was a dumper truck on Keith's. A dumper truck's got a big butt, isn't it? With a wide load.
Yeah.
Still mattered. Like she still was important to me, or my grandpa's stuff, or whatever. And like especially my grandpa's like temple clothing or very special things that I'm like, this can't be in my house. Or like antiques, you know, like there were antiques, legit antiques. One was like an old-fashioned temple comb that was super old. And I was like, I don't even want to sell it because what if it is a curse and then I sell it to somebody? Like I just had to get rid of stuff. And so it was hard because it was so many things, even down to my picture.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. In flats the other day, Emma, someone has a thing for your ass. All those soccer cans. They were all talking about it. They were.
Of Jesus on the wall. And I was like, that's Mormon Jesus. And as you learn about Mormon Jesus, which
filled soccer cans. I was thinking that myself. I didn't want to say it, dude.
People get mad when you say that, but it's true.
Nasty.
Like it's a different Jesus than Jesus. And
yes, thank goodness other people recognize that. The different Jesus from our Jesus. So therefore, you know, notwithstanding, it's not a true Jesus, it's a false Jesus, so therefore it's not a Jesus at all.
Is it the JWs that actually think Christ came to North America and hung out with Indians?
Oh, that's these Mormons.
The Mormons. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's the Mormons. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
He looks different, and he's, you know, there's a certain look about that particular thing. And even they say, like in the Bible, we really shouldn't even have stuff like that because we don't know what he looked like. And what if you're hanging, you know, a picture on the wall and it's not him? And so like, I just got into this whole thing where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm literally going to have to get rid of this picture I've had since I was 16 of Jesus. That's framed and nice. And like, I really care about this.
Yep.
Yeah. It wasn't easy. And it wasn't overnight either. I think some of that took some time.
It wasn't easy. That means it was an idol. It was an idol, an image, an idol. That's what we warned about. Yeah, absolutely. Like that picture of that cross on the wall I've got there. If I had to get rid of it, it wouldn't hurt me. You know, it wouldn't. I've got no attachment to it. It's just something. It's on the wall because I have walls. You know,
those are temporal things, man. I mean, all this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't. When I pray, I don't stand there in front of it praying. You know what I mean? Anything like that.
You don't kneel before the cross every morning, there, people.
Yeah, it's just a bit. I mean, the cross is that just it's part of the words. It's to illustrate the words underneath it. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Jesus is not hanging from it. It's a cross in the sky, sort of painted nicely. You know, well, printed nicely. You know. Right. It's Scares
The
done.
temple clothes were probably some of the hardest things I got rid of. Even though I knew it was bad, like bad, I still felt like.
Hey, Derek, how you doing, man?
Hey, hope.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Roger, PJ,
Yes.
and yeah, everyone in the chat. Hope you're all doing well.
Groovy, son. Groovy. Good to
You
see
know,
you.
I got the nickname Roger Ross last night from Jim Anus.
Roger Ross, why?
Because I said I did paintings and I with the art
Oh,
school.
right.
Okay.
I learned how to do
Roger
landscapes.
Ross.
Yeah. Roger Ross.
Nice.
I don't know. Like I felt like I owed it. I don't know. It was weird. It was almost like a tie. And I think that's exactly what it is. You know, it's a soul tie. And it's necromancy, whether they want to believe that or not.
Like I said, yeah, when she's talking about, especially in the first part, that most 90% of what they do within the LDS, within Mormonism, is for the dead. So it's definitely necromancy. Without that.
Well, and she understands that now from the sound of it.
Oh yeah. This is a testimony. This is kind of a testimony.
And so
talking
she
about
was
LDS. Yeah.
She was Mormon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that's interesting for me because like my brother's girlfriend, who is basically a wife, you know what I mean? They had a son together, my nephew.
Right.
Yeah, my brother's girlfriend, she was raised Mormon herself.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived with her for about 2 years when I, lived with my brother, her, and my nephew. And, even though she doesn't have a full idea of like who Jesus actually is or was, even back then, she still had an ear for me if I wanted to talk about Jesus.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
So, you know what I mean? It's like, we got to be careful sometimes not to just rid everybody away from the name of Jesus,
Yeah.
Because it does work, especially if they believe it, even if they're not sure of like the whole heights and depths of God,
Yeah, absolutely. She was just talking about earlier on the mustard seed, like, and then we actually showed the image of a mustard tree. The size that you get. Can you imagine that all that information, that little mustard seed, grows into that big old tree? Big evidence against evolution. A mistake is meant to do that. It produces things like a little seed that small, a mustard seed that grows into that huge, massive mustard tree and then bears fruit.
And so yeah, like with this sister here, and her testimony, it's like, the name for her has not changed. Like, even though her, knowledge about him has, it's like she's still able to trust in that same name she grew up and was raised believing in.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like we're saying within Mormonism, even she kind of said it herself, that Jesus is secondary. I mean, if not thirdly, I mean, Joseph Smith comes well before Jesus.
Oh, and that's unacceptable.
Exactly. So
but she may not have known that then, being raised in that environment.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, to them, Jesus is not even divine. I mean, he's the devil's brother.
And that's nonsense. Yeah.
Of course, nonsense.
How does the devil have a brother?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he did have
brothers, it would be another angel,
Gabriel,
but
it'd
Jesus
be Michael
is
and Gabriel and all that.
Well, I don't think they give birth like humans do.
No.
Well, yeah, I guess they could.
I mean, the closest that the devil Lucifer could say his brothers would be Gabriel and Michael, and that would be the closest he
right.
Yeah.
But like you say, brothers are someone usually it's kind of and that's in the biological, natural sense, that we are brothers in the spiritual sense, you know what I mean, through Christ. He was Scottish. Who was I? Well, I used to be. No, I still am, baby.
Did you drop the Scottish somewhere off? Did you lose it?
Well, I must have lost it down the train or something. I think she's talking about somebody else. I was joking anyway, but
a lot of the things I say on my program, which we don't go into today, show those weird things. And those were especially the things that scared me, that I was like, oh, I don't want to be a part of that, and you have to look at the whole picture. You can't just look at your neighbor that's nice because he's a Mormon. That's great. He probably.
I was talking about the nasty little Scottish football manager that I swore at.
I was only joking.
It was the ginger.
What football manager?
The ginger one.
When? Oh, you're talking about a long time ago. Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about it's Gordon Strachan.
Yeah, he's
He used to play for Aberdeen as well.
He was Cov manager at the time, and
He was he was.
I didn't know him, and he came in with the right attitude, and I was kind of like, what? And he's like, do you know who I am? I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are, you dipstick. You're a little ginger man.
A little ginger man. Can't help his hair colour, babe.
No, but like you come in with an attitude thinking you're superior. No,
How
he
long,
was a
how long
dickhead.
ago was this? You were 17 or something, weren't you?
Yeah.
So it's a
And I
while.
swore at him, right? And one of the lads behind the counter went, you can't swear at him. And I said, I just did. He said, he's Cov manager. And I said, I don't care who he is. He wanted to be an arse, so I was an arse.
Did you get disciplined?
No. For
No,
what?
why not?
Swearing at a nasty little ginger man? No.
I'm just asking if you got disciplined. Because nowadays you would for that. You know
No,
what
I
I
was
mean?
the manager. Who was going to
Oh, yeah,
discipline me?
Well, of course, yeah, I forgot about that. The head
No,
manager.
he was a prick.
The
All
head
right,
man.
dude. The language.
Well, he was, though.
The second time you come in and swore, weirdo.
I think she's part sailor, PJ.
Yeah.
A prick.
Drop that sailor attitude. Babe.
That's not a swear word. I pricked my finger. Does that mean I'm swearing?
Oh, shut up, you weirdo. It is.
We've been through this before. How do you spell prick? Come on. P-R-I-C.
Well, I mean, technically she's right. I mean, because it does say, pricks in the Bible.
Yeah, it does.
Are there pricks in the
But,
Bible?
Vicky, what my
it's the
brothers
heart
are concerned
behind it.
about is you getting too agitated for, it's okay to be agitated, but just don't let it consume you.
Of course.
It does.
I'm agitated right now.
Are you? Don't be agitated, Roger.
I'll try not to.
Well, it's okay to have some. It just it shouldn't be your bread and butter, so to speak.
Yeah, but when I get agitated, I usually get clean.
Right.
You didn't get that, did you? Nah, they didn't.
No.
No? What they call agitation when you put your wash in, it agitates your clothes.
Yeah, it only takes a bit, not too much.
I know.
Well, I'm going.
All right,
love you. Bye.
All right, love you.
Love you. Bye.
That was corny as hell of me saying that.
He knows nothing about what I'm talking about every day of my life. But you have to look at the theology, and that means all of it. Even the stuff they chuck out and say, that's not true anymore. It matters. If it didn't matter,
yeah, I don't get that.
Everybody could reinvent a new religion constantly.
Yeah. You can't have it was true and then it's not true. It's either true or it's not true. Simple.
PJ, I think he's part giraffe, though. I swear to God.
Yeah, people keep saying he's got quite a long neck. Yeah,
kinda.
Yeah, I think it's accentuated because he's skinny. If he went to the gym and got some traps, some deltoids, and that, I think his neck would look a bit short. I
don't know. If you put a ruler on it, I'd say it's more than 6 inches.
And if you
long.
train,
well, he does have the look. He does have the look of somebody who's never fully filled out.
Yes, absolutely. And if he trained his neck as well and thickened it out, that would, I mean, at the end of the day, he was born with his neck. You can't do nothing with it except try to. You can't. I know you can lengthen your legs, and shorten your, shorten your legs, stuff like that. But you can't shorten your neck.
Okay, that brings up another question, PJ. Do you know anybody that's born without their neck?
Well, there's people born with very, very short necks that make them look like they haven't got neck and they can't really twist very far. I have seen that.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
No,
not without a neck, no.
No. So, but it's good for looking around corners, I can tell you. Like, it's really cartoon-like.
Right. Bless him, man. Bless him.
I know.
Right. Let's continue.
It's important that you said it's a different Jesus because it's true. I mean,
yes,
Christianity,
it is.
Christians believe that Jesus is
Jesus.
God himself.
If it's a different Jesus, then it is definitely a false Jesus.
Well, it's like fundamentally, it's like Mormonism on the surface. It's absolutely wrong.
I mean, even everything up to
And,
the point
and
of
so,
when
I
they're
mean, what,
inheriting planets and stuff. You
oh,
know?
I know it. It's silly.
Oh,
But for those who are raised in that area, I want to say that there's still a lot of, let's say, ability that God can have despite human efforts. You know, like simply believing on the name of Jesus can actually work, you know, as far as God is concerned, like faith to faith.
Of course.
And yeah, that does actually happen.
Because that's what she was saying when she was coming out of it. She was saying when she was praying, she was focusing on God rather than the temple. Because before that, it was all about the temple. You have to be in the temple praying. It's all about the temple. And when you are doing anything, rituals, oaths, praying, whatever, it's all for the dead. 90% of it's for the dead, she was saying. So it's necromancy at the end of the day as well. You know?
Oh, and that's not cool. So
very Mormon.
Yeah. No, it's like God still led her out of that, which is good.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's big time.
Absolutely. Fair play.
Go ahead.
Fair play.
And that he is eternal. And then, you know, the Jesus of Mormonism is not eternal. He was created. He has a God. His brother is Lucifer.
I mean, he wasn't even born of a virgin in Mormonism. You know, he was actually, you know, I don't know if is he meant to be Joseph's actual son, you know, biological. Is that what they think? But yeah, they don't believe in the virgin birth, do they?
No.
Like say, Jesus is secondary, maybe thirdly, when it comes to their belief. You know, John Smith first, without a doubt. John Smith, blooming Joseph Smith.
I don't get their religion at all, dude. I mean,
it's weird.
I've read some, yeah.
I think a lot of it's to do with Freemasonry because of Joseph.
Yeah. You know what they're known for? They keep chronological records of all the families that came over here to the New World. That's what.
Yeah, she's saying everything's noted, everything's taken down.
Yeah.
All about your life, what you're saying. Oh, it's crazy nuts. Crazy nuts. No privacy whatsoever. It's all like I say, it takes your identity away from you, segregates you from your family. You shun your family fundamentally. Nasty nuts.
How do you see
it's
curvature?
very different.
How do you see what?
He can definitely see curvature past 3 miles. How can you see curvature?
Okay.
It's true that it's a different Jesus. And
well, it's mad. We got that follow-up topic tonight. Jay Tolan's curvature of the earth from space. So we got that one tonight.
No, I won't be here, PJ. I gotta close again.
No problem.
It's work. I'll be listening.
No problem, bro.
My question is, as a Mormon, having the entire religious background and that whole experience, what's the difference that you've seen between the relationship you had with God when you were in the LDS church and now that you've become a Christian?
God was really conditional for me as a Mormon. I think the first time I ever heard the phrase filthy rags, you know, the whole thing about that. And I know scripture as far as the stories, but I'm not good at the verses. But that particular story, I lost it. I could not understand how that's possible, because in the Mormon church, I had this list of things that if I checked off each one, and I did my visiting teaching and my temple work and my study and this and that, and when I was a good mom, and I went, all these things had to be perfect, that I would go to, I would be guaranteed to go to a specific place in heaven, period. But I could not.
A specific place. Like there's a hierarchy, like there's some better souls than others up there, you know. Mad.
So there's like a VIP in heaven kind of thing?
Yes. Penthouse, all that kind of stuff. Penthouse on a pent planet. You know.
There you go.
Let that go for so long. That is a hard piece to let go of because you feel like you can do things. It's in your control. You're going to do it. You're going to get your way there because you are good at doing tasks.
See?
Because
Works-based salvation.
Huh?
And you can see it's affected on works-based salvation. We can't do that. Then that just shows their mentality, like they've got a hierarchy in heaven as well. I've got the best planet, and I've got the penthouse and all that because of their pride. They've earned their way to heaven, so they can boast. So their boastfulness, their arrogance, and their pride has got them higher places. In heaven. That's totally opposite to what we are as Christians. Totally opposite of what Christianity says, of what Jesus says, and what the Father put into motion.
Yeah. I would hate to see the kid get into a car accident. It'd be real easy to get whiplash, wouldn't it?
they said ABCD, and I was good at that. To learn that God could love me just because I'm alive and I believe in him.
Wow.
That was hard. I know that sounds easy. And people in Mormonism will say she chose the easy way out because she didn't want to not drink coffee or, do the things that she has
to. Attitude. She just got out of us because she wanted to drink coffee and stuff. No,
don't they
because
have that
she
rule?
got convicted by the Holy Spirit. That's why she left. Conviction. Go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they do have that rule. They don't drink caffeine, right?
Yeah. I think so. It's a drug.
No. Everything's a drug, PJ.
Oh, no, absolutely everything.
To do. She's probably.
Sorry, go.
I was going to say, so like in Iran, we've heard about a lot of conversions towards Christianity in a way, but though a lot of them are taking more of a form of Mormonism, because they allow polygamy.
Oh yeah.
And so with that, I can't agree, you know what I mean? But I mean, would I try to, let's say, deny that all Iranians can't have the same Jesus or something, when clearly, according to scripture, if they really believe, yes, they can.
Well, they don't have any regerts, do they?
They don't have any what? I'm sorry, Roger.
Regerts. Yeah, regerts.
Regerts. Well, no, but I dare say, even though it's pretty childish or infantile in a way to steer more towards Mormonism if you're just coming into Christianity, because I'm thinking about other things as well, like the whole Unitarian Trinitarian thing,
right?
Where do you really start to separate blades of grass in a way?
Right, absolutely.
Because there's gospel and then there's good doctrine. We know Jesus is God, yes, and because we know that, I dare say it is on us to be the more mature and understanding of where others come from if they don't have that understanding yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude. If they really want to argue, we can knock it down all day long. It doesn't matter. Truth can defend itself.
Oh,
really.
Yeah.
We don't need to exert any unnecessary energy on that at all.
Yeah. Like say, truth doesn't even need to. You know what I mean? But it can't.
Yeah. No, we don't need to go over the top or anything.
Well, I got one more thing to say, guys. Just in case you didn't know, we're live on the air. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. I see. Yeah.
I guess so.
A sinner, and she wants to smoke, or I don't do any of those things, but I do drink coffee. But I could not figure out that God would love me anyways, right? I had been raised since I was a kid telling my mom, you have got to stop smoking or drinking coffee or whatever the thing was, because you're going to go to hell. And to understand that, maybe
you're not going to hell for smoking. I was going to say smoking coffee. You'll go to hell for smoking coffee, but drinking it, no.
I've
No,
never
you
tried
mean
one.
they are bad vices. They can be bad vices, especially smoking. But you ain't going to hell for smoking a cigarette. No, you're not.
You definitely ain't going to hell for smoking coffee.
Well, not unless it summons the devil into you or something. Huh? Smoking coffee. I dare say someone's already tried it, Emma.
I'm sure they did.
It wouldn't surprise me if someone's injected it, to be honest.
Dude, that
God
reminds me of
doesn't.
a story, right quick.
Well, yeah, I mean,
When my dad got back from Vietnam off his first tour, he said he came home and my grandmother, his mom, was actually drying out banana leaves because she heard that was
yeah, mellow yellow.
really.
Mellow yellow. There is something in them that apparently makes you. But it's a process. I mean, I heard you just dry them out and smoke them. It doesn't work. But yeah, it's called mellow yellow, isn't it? There is a way of doing it to get some kind of high or relaxation off of it. I don't know, but there's got to be a process to doing it. But it was definitely a thing. Whether it's a urban myth or not, I don't know. I'm not sure. But it was definitely a thing going about that you could smoke banana leaf, you know.
Hi, man.
No, not Irish plantain.
Doesn't do that. And read these stories and understand, like,
No,
there was no
seriously, Canal. I accidentally smoked the smoldering firecracker because I mistook it for the joint that was supposed. So you stuck it in your mouth because you seen the glow.
Did that hurt? That's my question.
Well, he wouldn't have stuck the glowing part in his mouth, but
yeah, I'm saying like the firework had to go off eventually.
I dare say it didn't go off. I dare say he got rid of it before it went off. Oh, you're lucky, bro. That's a lucky one.
time for the sinner on the cross. Okay. There was no time for him to fix his life, but he believed.
Yeah.
And that was all he had to do. There's no way it could be that easy. Like, my brain was like, no way. Not because I didn't want it, because that sounds insane to a Mormon.
You were blitzed.
And I think this will resonate with a lot of Mormon
Wow.
people because you have to do so much and everything.
It tasted, we had a bit gunpowdery, a little salty.
Yeah.
So people used to use gunpowder, put it on their meat because it's salty, wouldn't it? They used to use gunpowder and put it on their meat. Yeah.
I think they cured it that way. I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but even just eating it, if they had no salt, put some gunpowder on there.
Yeah. There's actually a coffee brand over here. I think they actually has kind of a gunpowder flavor. I don't know how they get it into it, but
really. Well, they can infuse loads nowadays, can't they? Infuse things together.
In my whole life, from my grandma to that church to everything, had always been so conditional for me. There was not this great unconditional love. So I didn't understand that. I understood following rules and I understood like specifics, but I didn't understand grace. I didn't. And I think to a point, I still have to work at that. And I think that that's why we have one of the highest suicide rates is Utah, especially with the youth. And why? Because they tell them if you sexually sin, it's next to murder. You cannot tell kids that. Like,
Wow.
Do we want people to sin? No. Do we want them to hold themselves true? Sure. You cannot
that's scare tactics. That's scare tactics to get someone not sin. So just look to try and get people to realize what sin is. Tell them the truth. Don't try and scare them. Just say the truth of what's in Scripture. Simple, but don't try and scare them. That's not the way to do it.
No. I got a question for you, PJ. Murder and sex. How can you equivocate the two?
What do you mean? How can you equivocate? Yeah, what do you mean, murder and sex? Well, I don't know. I mean, some sick people get sexually aroused through murder, or they can't. I don't know. They can't have sex until they do, so that kind of things. But for
weird.
normal people, I just don't. No, there's no.
They're not one and the same. As a matter of fact, they have the exact opposite outcomes. If you have sex, you actually, if you do it properly, you'll give life to somebody.
Right. Good way to look. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, you shoot someone, You
kill
kill them. You shoot something else. You give life.
Yeah,
You know?
there you go.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hey, that's a good one.
People a sin that is going to cost them their soul. Like literally, if they believe that they're worthless to that level that they will give up their life, like that is a whole different thing. And in between that time, you know, my brother had passed, my dad had passed, all these people that I did have in my life, I had to deal with all of that. So again, you're getting just closer and closer to God, because tragedy does do that. It does. It brings you to either one point or another. You're either going to go closer to God or hate God. You know, hopefully people don't, but it happens.
Just nonchalant about it. Some people just go numb about it and they do neither. You know what I mean? Neither blame God nor the other. I'm just numb.
Yeah. But there are times when people do draw near to God. And when they do so, he draws near to them.
Like the scripture says.
That's exactly what scripture says.
Absolutely, bro.
Isn't one of the first commandments that mankind ever got was be fruitful and multiply, right?
When God said at the beginning,
so it's like by default, in some ways, other people have fulfilled a command by default. Yeah.
There you go. But I'm just saying, I don't know how you can make that into a sin. That doesn't mean be promiscuous.
Oh no, of course not.
No, of course not.
But I mean, they do the exact opposite of that too. They go with polygamy too, right? They want to, you know.
Yeah. I mean, bigamy is not bad enough for them. You know, they have to go polygamous. It's nastiness, pure nastiness.
No, it's like if you're going to be with a person, marry that person, for goodness. Yes. And if you need something beyond that, that's more of a heart issue than anything else.
Of course.
But here we go with that. They'll marry several of them. You ever seen Sister Wives? You know.
Yeah, bits and pieces.
Yeah, you got like 6, 7 wives on your
property.
I got 99 problems, but a marriage ain't one, you know.
Right.
And for me, it was closer. And I started to see things differently, like everything in my life that I did as a Mormon. And if something went bad, it's because you didn't read your scriptures enough, or you didn't do this enough. You weren't enough. You just weren't enough. So that's on you because you chose that in the pre-existence, and you know, it's your own fault type of thing. Whereas I started understanding, no, things just happen and this world isn't perfect, but God is here for me.
You know, what's long, hard, and filled with semen? I bought you dirty perfect. Oh, dude.
And I can hear him if I stop the crazy, because you get in your own crazy head, you know. You start talking yourself into some other weird things. Like you just have to go off the Bible. You got to go put it to rest. Like sometimes those voices are not always good in your head. You know, you got to go pray about this. I'm not saying I'm schizophrenic. I'm saying like the voices we all have about not being enough, not all this stuff. Okay. and let alone the chaos of my childhood. So then you really don't feel like enough, because it's easy for me to believe I'm not enough because my own parents had trouble loving me, but they didn't. They just had problems. And as you grow up, you see that you're like, no, you know, it was because of this. It had nothing to do with you, but you internalize all that as a human being.
I agree. Yeah, you think things are your fault when it wasn't. It's out of your control sometimes. You know, I understand that. Like when my mum left when we was a kid, I thought, well, what have I done? What did I do wrong? You know, that kind of thing. It was nothing to do with me. It was to do with my mum and dad's relationship, obviously. You know, but automatically you think, well, I'm being left, so I've done something wrong, you know. I get where she's coming from now.
Oh, so you blame yourself for the way other people treat you.
Right.
So as I started learning to really give things to God, I started seeing little miracles in my life, and it was weird. I remember thinking,
I understand why my mum left now. Well, obviously why I'm older on that now. But at the time, it was like, oh, what have I done wrong? You know?
Thinking like, that is crazy. Like that has to be a coincidence. You know, the first couple, and I can't even remember Like they were small. This isn't like an angel came. This is like something so little, you know? And I remember thinking, that was weird. You know, like I'd prayed about this. Like, that's weird. Cause you really still feel unworthy. You know, you have to let go and let God. And I know everybody puts that on like walls and stuff, but like that's real. And once you do that, you will really understand it. And it's so hard because we are so used to being able to control literally our existence, even in the afterlife, literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
My husband always says Mormonism is good that way because they have an answer for everything. And it's semi-true.
Well,
yeah, it might be true that they have an answer for everything, but it doesn't make the answer true. You know what I mean?
having an answer does not mean you have the correct answer. There's a lot of people that try to
There you go.
have answers to everything, and a lot of times there's things that we don't know. We should just leave them as we don't know. Making up an answer is not a wise thing if you don't have one. But I understand what you're saying, and I've spoken to a few people coming out of Mormonism. A couple Jehovah's Witnesses, other kinds of places like that, where it's very much on what you're supposed to do, and then it's very hard to leave because your whole family, your whole system is in there. And so I understand the difficulty of what it is for anyone that has doubts that's in one of these religions, because having a doubt is not just like doubting your worldview. It's all of a sudden now like, oh, like am I still going to be able to see my family? Are they going to reject me? And so I totally understand how difficult that would be. And I want to give you a chance to speak. If there's a Mormon listening and that has listened to your story, if there's one thing you could leave them with that you'd want them to know, what would be at the top of the list?
That Jesus can love you, fault and all. Like he
does.
You do not have to be perfect and get to the point of perfection.
I would say not can love you. I think he does love you despite what we do and the things we do wrong. Yes, hate the sin, but he does love us no matter what.
A really simple way of looking at it is like a parent with their child and seeing them about to careen off a cliff or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I love you, but we're going to have to turn you 180 here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're going to have to put you in a right direction.
What I do is I just give people signs that say, oops, yikes, and push them over the side.
And Mike, the woman in the video was a Mormon.
Yes, the lady talking, she was a Mormon, yeah.
The whole point. Like Jesus came for the sinners, and that I think that is one of the hardest things for people to really get, is that we have to really understand how much he loves us. And I think that people with children can somewhat understand that, because there's nothing like any of my children could do that would make me not love them. You cannot like what they don't do or do to you or whatever to somebody else. But even look at like Ted Bundy's mom, right? Like she still freaking loved him. I mean, it is what it is. Like that's her kid. That's how God loves us.
She hated what he did, but she's his mom, so yeah. I mean, a lot of moms can end up hating their kids, especially like serial killers and what they did, and that, of course. But at the end of the day, they're still that person's mother. They can obviously despise and loathe what he did, but they give birth to that person. They're still got to love him. You know, it's hard to understand sometimes, but it's true.
So was Ted Bundy ever convicted?
Yeah, I think so. What?
I was just wondering because
he died before he got convicted. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah, I just don't remember. Yeah. So I don't know if he actually got to go to trial, or did he do all the heinous things they accused him of? And did Jeffrey Dahmer actually try to eat somebody? We're getting no reply.
I have to admit, I haven't looked into it that far. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, he was convicted of multiple crimes, including 3 murders, for which he received the death penalty. He was executed in 1989 electric chair.
Though, I have heard a theory that, like, he wasn't as bad as what's stated in the mainstream or something. Like he
Right.
comes from a family where there's like a lot of MK Ultra stuff going on.
Got you.
And where he kind of rebelled against their system, maybe in a way, and that was their way of kind of painting him in a bad light. I don't know if that's true or not.
That's a possibility. It wouldn't surprise me.
A
It would not
possibility.
surprise me at all. Right. Oh.
I never looked into Ted Bundy case. I've heard all about it, but I never really looked into it.
Oh, Vicky Watts. I mean,
yeah,
I've seen
Bundy, that's right.
I forget the details of them, but Vicky watches all that kind of stuff. She's good.
Yeah, Rhonda's the same way. With the crime scene stuff and the
they've got a morbid fascination with these things, man.
I don't get it. She's planning on Yeah.
I like watching some of them, but I can't watch them to death. You know what I mean? Well, excuse the pun, but I mean I can't watch them continuously for like days and days and days. And I mean I like watching a case every now and again, but not continuously.
Well, no, you have to consider what's actually spiritually healthy too,
right?
Of course, your soul, for goodness sake. Like focus on things that are actually good.
Mm-hmm. Imagine getting off while you're watching a horror movie.
I know, but
but to drive my point home real quick, Roger. But yeah, for example, it's like we can't just like allow our lives to be consumed by what's promoted on the TV.
Of course. Serial killers.
Right. So yeah, as long as you're not ruled by that, you have a fair shot. Right?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Babe, serial killer stuff and that crime stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff.
No, I do, but like I watch trials and that as well.
Yeah, you do. You do.
But I wasn't listening because I'm listening to the police being quizzed about why they stopped the Maccabi Tel Aviv fans going to Villa and they're lying for their teeth.
Well, they usually do, babe. They usually do. Right, let's get this video finished.
I mean, should you be surprised?
Well,
no, Derek,
no, you shouldn't. Yeah, so don't be surprised.
No, listen, I just like hearing them stutter because they can't tell the truth.
Well, there's always going to be that problem. Yeah. It's not a surprise.
It's like talking to people in the government. When was the last time you can't trust people that are, I don't think, in the media or the government, from as far as I can tell. They're not honest folks.
No, I can't. Definitely not.
Plus times 100. And it isn't a checklist. It's you're not going to buy yourself there. You're not going to get there if you have the best temple outfit or the best Sunday shoes. These things are irrelevant. And you can be loved if you just love God and you just have you have to give it to him. Like you have to trust enough to say, okay, I get it. And you're going to have to do it more than once, because I still do it sometimes myself. Like sometimes you get in a situation where you're like you want to control it. It isn't about control. The one thing that I listened to from Derek Prince that really helped me once was, and I listened to him a lot, he was talking about how control is oftentimes demonic, because that isn't what God is. That's not what he came to do, right? Like Jesus came here to give us choice, and like we mess it up and then he paid for that. Yes, we don't just walk away, free. We have to believe, and we have to be a good Christian here. But he did do that for us. He did. And so you have to back off on some of this checklist stuff. It's not what it is. It's not a true relationship with Christ. I don't know that I ever felt like I knew who my Savior was until I backed up and said, okay, this isn't even about me. Like, what is this? What are they trying to tell me here in this book that people have died for, right? People have literally died for you to still have this in your hands. And most people don't even read it. And also, it's never your worst day ever, because unless you have what Job had and he had all his kids die in one day, I'm always like, you know what? I can make it through this. So don't give up. believe me, I get things thrown at me more often than most. And there are times where I just want to say, that's enough. You know, this is hard. You know, you do this. You're bringing, my mom always says, when you sign up for God's army, the devil gets a notice. He gets a little paper on you. He knows where you live and he knows what's up. And he will challenge you. It's not like he shows up with his pitchfork. It's like these dumb challenges, right? Or sometimes they're really serious. But we cannot just say, oh, it's too hard. Because Jesus didn't say it was too hard and he knew what was coming. So you can do it.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Animal.
I got 2 things to say. She needs to kick off her Sunday. She needs to kick off her Sunday shoes and go cut foot. But don't put the devil in a box, man. He can show up with a pitchfork if he wants to. You know?
Yeah, well. I'm going to read a scripture, then we're going to do a 7-minute video over on Rumble because it's copyrighted. Can't play it here. And that's just done until tonight. Say again.
Copyrighted.
Yeah, it's copyrighted. So we're just going over to Rumble after. So I'm going to read the scripture, play Harry Mark, then we'll go over and watch the 7-minute video. It's just a comedy about discipline, that don't beat your kids or something that can all put in. So yeah, just that we can't play it here. You put it in earlier to play it, but forgot it was. Can't do it on YouTube. So yeah, we'll play it. I'm going to read the scripture first.
Hold on before you do. When I copy, I copyright.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's against the law.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll just go to read the whole lot. Well, not the whole lot, but from Romans 10:1 to where is it? Oh, where was it? Oh yeah, 10:13 to 10. Romans 10:1 to 10:13. Right.
Isn't this where it mentions government in here too? Like Romans 10, I thought it was.
I can't remember.
It is Romans.
But it's not in this part. Yeah, it'll be in Romans. But I can't remember exactly which one it is. Right. Hold on. Now it's bugging me.
So, Roger, do you work today?
Actually, I do. Yes. I'm
you do?
Yeah. I'm off tomorrow though.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta watch the grandkids most of the day though.
Oh, how terrible!
I
feel so sorry for you.
Me too. But
it's Romans 13. It's Romans 13.
Oh, yeah. I was close 3 chapters off. Yeah, but they're still recovering. So I'm gonna be like in there, helping out with the. They're still they got the bug or whatever it is.
Well, that's good.
They passed it on to me. Yeah, but I mean, there's more work. But I mean, I guess it's a work of joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like what a terrible tragedy that you may have to like hug your grandchildren from time to time or something. I'm sorry, I don't actually feel bad for you, Roger.
It's got a new
that sounds rather awesome. Yeah,
it's got a new tool in here. I can do parallels where in the Blue Letter Bible, I can do parallels where I can get one scripture next to next to another version of it. That's cool. I've just noticed that. Excellent. And then I can scroll at the same time or different times. That's really good. Excellent. Nice. That'll come in handy. Right. This, what she said something about earlier about salvation. So it just reminded me in this scripture. So I'm just going to read it. Let me just take a quick drink. Crap at reading I am, but here we go. Right. Okay. It can be seen, can't it? Cool.
Well, you remember my reading I did for Michael? That was crap. I mean, it took forever.
I do remember it.
You get nervous though.
7 takes. Yeah.
Everybody's going to be listening to it, so you're really trying real hard, and if you try too hard, I think it hurts when you do it.
And I'm doing this live.
Yeah.
Right. Now I'm just when I read in my head, I'm fine, but when I read out loud, I stumble over words, things like that.
True. You make a bad politician, PJ.
Every time I start. Right. Ready? Let go. And then the pain. Right.
All
So
right.
here we go. Brethren, my heart's desires and prayers to God for Israel is that they may be saved. For I bear them witness that they have zeal for God, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of God's righteousness and seeking to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted to the righteousness of God. For Christ is the end of the law's righteousness to everyone who believes. Well, my eyes gone funny. For Moses writes, oh, I read that bit tonight, sorry. For Moses writes about the righteousness which is of the law. The man who does those things shall live by them. But righteousness of faith speaks in this way: do not say in your heart, who will ascend into heaven? This is to bring Christ down from above. Or, who will descend into the abyss? That is to bring Christ up from the dead. But what does it say? The word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart. That, I hate when it does that. That it is the word of faith which we preach. That if you confess, this is why I wanted it. That if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. For the scripture says, whoever believes in him will not be put to shame. For there is no distinction between Jew and Greek, for the same Lord over all is rich to all who call upon him. For whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. That's it.
Amen.
Who calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. And here it is. That if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Whoever calls the name of Christ shall be saved. There it is. I just read that whole verse just for that, to be honest. Just for that. But yeah, it's simple. It's simple. You have to believe, obviously, but when you believe, all you have to do is just believe and confess, and then try and live by the example of Christ. That's it. You're saved by grace through faith. You know what I mean? Compassion of God. God's unmerited favor upon us. That's what grace is. God's unmerited favor upon us, because we haven't earned it. But these other religions are, like Mormonism, are buying their way into heaven with works.
And you're right, and that's just simply not true. You can't do that.
We can't do that. We really can't do that.
But I mean, a lot of them, just being raised in that environment, actually don't know those types of details.
Right.
No.
Like they're kind of kept in the dark in a lot of ways, like Amish people are, as far as their German Bibles. You know what I mean? Like they don't know that in totality. Sorry, Roger, go ahead.
Don't leave the Dutch out of it, man. Sorry. German, Dutch. They have a Dutch Bible.
Yeah. Well, wait, no, their Bibles are in like High German for a large part.
Yeah, there's two different sects, I think, and I think Mennonites are more Dutch than the Amish. I think.
You could be right.
Yeah. Well, I did look into some of it. Like, there's extreme sects on both sides of it, and the fathers, or what they call the fathers, they have like multiple families, dude. It's almost as bad as
Mormonism. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right, guys, I'll play out with the Harvey Mack on this side, and then we've got a 7-minute video to watch on the Rumble side. Then that's me done until tonight. I'll sort out tonight's stream after that. Right, so Harry Mack.
Harry Mack?
What's up, man?
Yeah, Harry Mack.
Not much. What are you up to?
Shit, I just got back home.
Well, I'm
cutting
going
grass.
God bless everyone.
What you got going on?
Oh, Derek, bless you, brother. Thanks for coming, dude.
Thank you.
Maybe see you tonight, man.
Right on.
Ta-da.
You think gonna hang out and go to Rumble? I mean, it's only like 7 minutes, right? You said?
Yeah, I'm going. Well, I'm going to Rumble. Yeah. He doesn't like going to the Rumble side.
Playing some music?
Yeah, I'm on here doing freestyles for people, man. Would you like to hear a freestyle?
I hope you're not like underneath the big old waterfall dripping down your head and that. It'll bash you into the ground, bro. Nah, nice, man. Nice. Good to see you, Brian. Good to see you. Where is he? Is he in the... Oh, he's in this side. I was thinking, is he in the PJ Cricker side? No, he's not. He's in this side.
Well, I thought you were going to ask if he was on the Canadian side or on the American side.
No.
Go ahead. Let me hear your freestyle.
All right, dope, man. So, but you got to help me out, man. It's going to be collaborative. So, could you give me like some creative words to challenge me?
Oh man. Future. You do future?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You got to think of the other one.
Nah, you got it.
Project. I don't know. Future
Project. I like that. Can I get one more?
Legacy.
That's beautiful. All right, future, project, legacy. You just came home from cutting grass. You're about to do a freestyle. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Are you like a landscaper? Is that your job?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay, dope. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay, future, project, and legacy. Here we go. Come on, yeah. Connecting with fans when I'm on my computer. How's he do it, dog? He came from the future. Back to the future like I'm Marty McFly. Other rappers kinda hard, but not as hard as this guy. Yo, cause when they spit, they flow is too simplistic. Meanwhile, my rhyme scheme's futuristic. Yeah, I get it live. I bring the dirty vibe. I swear my style was born in 2035. Matter of fact, more like 2200. I'm from the next century with lyrics that I rhyme with. Yeah, and I got a collection of poems. Yo, that's dope. I can see my reflection up in your phone, dog. You filming me indeed. I got what they need, cause I be kicking lyrics with this incredible speed. Y'all know my mind likes to scheme. Shout to homie in the t-shirt, the white and green. Meanwhile, I be rocking the white and orange. If the mic is live, then I might perform. Yeah, check the way it's born. I got no complex, but when I freestyle, it's like a song from off a project. Yeah, y'all know I make it look easy. Would've thought I took the time to record for my EP, or maybe my LP, or maybe my album. But really, it's the live and it's oh so astounding. I got the people bouncing to the rhythm the Mac is kicking. When it comes to kicking these bars right off of the mental, you know that I'm sickening. I be wicked whenever I'm throwing it down. Throughout the industry, my name is really going around. They wasn't knowing in the past, but they knowing it now. Hey, open up my chest, then I'm showing them how. I spit my art from the heart, serve them up a la carte. I keep it smart and intelligent. Within this game, I stay relevant. I got all the people going wild in the place. My project is putting smiles on your face. Yeah, I treat it like arts and crafts, make them feel the wrath. Other rappers wanna follow the path. Well, go ahead, cause I'm trying to lift you up. I'm who they really beg to see. I wanna leave a strong legacy. I wanna leave a legacy of positivity. I wanna leave a legacy of creativity. I wanna leave a legacy of inspiration. I want to inspire the youth to win by every indication. I wanna have your heart racing, can't keep pace. When I start rhyming, I'm facing my illest demons. I got them screaming, I'm about to slay them. What I mean to say, when I'm rhyming, I ain't playing. Got they frame decaying, y'all, I'm getting open. Every time I rhyme, yo, I compose this magnum opus. For rappers, it's hopeless. I swear to God, they fucking trash. He just got home from cutting grass. Y'all know they love it when this man's creating. Shouts out to my dude who's grinding, doing landscaping, getting the paper. My man is staying on his job. When they be coming to lyrics right off of the mental, they know that the Mac is a god. Thanks for those 3 words and giving me the concept. H-Mac is steady winning, no contest. What?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, quickly, guys, because I'm going to move over to Rumble and I have to shut both YouTube channels down and backup and this one. So if you're not subbed to my backup channel and you want to sub now, put your name in the chat while we're still live so I can mod you. If you're not done yet, if MD's not subbed or and they want to sub, I'll give it a minute. I'll give it a minute just in case MD's names pop up there. Vicky's put the link in chat. But yeah, we're going to go ahead over Rumble anyway. I'll give it 1 minute just in case MD's heads pop up. I don't think Emma would be sub to my backup channel, but it's up to you, Emma, if you want to sub to it or not. You'll have to type in chat if you do. So it's the same stream as this one. So if you click into it, you might get confused, but it's under PJ Crooker. Crooker, like TJ Hooker, but PJ Crooker. Just in case. There we go. Oh, Heron wasn't. You are such a naughty girl. I can't believe you was not subbed to my. You were not a mod in my channel. That's really bad. Right, there you go, Heron. You're now a mod. There we go. Yeah, P. Do you know why I'm doing it? Because I had this channel, right? I had this channel over a year ago because YouTube shut down this channel. So it was obviously mass reporting. I did end up getting it back. But yeah, so I made a backup channel. I made a new channel. And got up to like 100 odd subs. Now I got up to like 130 odd. I got my channel back, so I stopped uploading to it. And then the other day, because we've got a new function in StreamYard, generating AI clips from the videos and streams that I've just done. So I was practicing with that and putting out some shorts. Now I put the same shorts. I decided to put them in my backup channel as well, just for a little test. Now the same shorts that I put in my main channel, where I've got 700 odd subs, I put into my backup channel, which is it just had about 120 odd subs. It had gone from 130 down to 120 odd from when I used. But with them three, I got for the same three shorts, I got about in my main channel, I got 6, 7, and 11 views or something. In my backup channel, I got 1.4 thousand views and 2.4 thousand views. So it shows how much of my backup channel was not censored compared to my main channel because I haven't spoke about flat Earth on it. So that's probably why it wasn't. It just goes to show. So that's why I've just decided to stream to it today, because I ended up getting 40 subs from them 3 shorts on my backup channel, and I don't even ever, hold on, and I don't ever get that, or I forget what I'm going to say, babe, and I don't ever get that in my main channel. You know what I mean? So it's a test to see if any of the people who subbed because of them shorts comes into the PJ Cooker side, and then I can give them my main channel link if they ever come in. Sort of thing.
You need to change your thing.
Change what?
Your community moderation thing, because nobody can comment for 5 minutes.
Aye.
What? Oh, you mean? Oh shit! And oh, you mean? Okay, 2 seconds. I'll do it. Can I do it on my phone?
I knew it was
It's quicker on my phone.
quicker.
Yeah, it's quicker to do it on my phone because I have to go through. I have to switch and everything on now to get to it. So I just need to do my channel. Hold on, do that. Where's my switch accounts? Yeah. Settings. Switch
Hence why I
accounts.
wanted to tell you so that you could
Right.
do it.
Okay. Right. Okay. All right. Switch accounts. So go to view channel. Then go to this. Manage videos. Live.
now.
Oh, where you going?
Shit. It's not showing me the live one here till it's
I'm
finished. I need to do it on the computer. 2 seconds. Right. Okay. Love you, babe.
I'm going to watch this police thing.
Another
Okay,
one.
babe.
No, same one. It's on for 3 hours.
Jeez. That's a while.
I know, but I like to see policemen squirm.
You're
Right,
evil.
love you. I know.
You,
Bye.
you.
Bye, Rog.
Right. Where is customization? There we go. Right. Right. Go for it. It's changed. It's changed. Yeah, changed. Cool. I thought we were going to be quick on the phone. Yeah, I've changed it to so people can text, because it was 5 minutes because subscribers and they had to wait 5 minutes to be able to comment. I forgot I did that in my I do that in case of trolls in this one, but I forgot I did it in my PJ Cooker as well, my backup. Right, there you go. So you should be able to comment now. There's Mike. Good to see you, Mike.
Are we on the backup side?
Yeah, from a backup. There you go, mate. Sorted, mate. Sorted. So test now. See if you got your spanner. Yeah, you have. I can. Well, I've
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
No, there you go. You've definitely got it. Sorted, mate. Sorted. Sorted. Right. Excellent. So Is that it? Are we sorted? We're ready to go over to the other side? But yeah, Mike, I'll give you your spanner. All good. Heron's got ours. Anyway, link for my channel. I'll put it in again. I'll link for my FMD watching the replay. Wants to sub to my backup. Sub to my backup channel. Copy.
Can you go forward on your backup channel?
Can I go what?
Forward.
Forward.
Yeah,
Shut up, you weirdo. That's the link there if anybody wants to sub to it and they're watching the replay.
Yeah, God.
I can't even reverse when I back up. Cool. Right, no problems. Right, so we got to finish off this side now. I will see yous over on the Rumble for Canal's 7-minute comedy video. Stand-up comedy team. Right. See yous over there. There it is. Right, guys. Love yous. Heal the Sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed. See you in a minute.